Racing!
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sector 1. First of all, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. My name's Jemana. Joining me in the box tonight, we have the one and only Stickers. Good evening, sir. Let's try that again. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sector 1. My name's Jemana. Joining me in the box tonight is the one and only Stickers. Good evening, sir.
G'day Jim, how you going, mate?
Good, buddy. Yourself?
I'm okay for a Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hope you got spoiled.
Also, joining me in the box tonight is the one and only Good Doctor. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, mate. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Just sat down for the evening, so pretty keen to watch some racing.
Very good. So tonight we are at the beautiful I've forgotten how to say it now. Alsace track, I believe it's called, which is on the Swedish and the German border, somewhere around there. So it's a great little track. It'll be the first time that Sector 1's raced here, so it should be good fun tonight. There's been a few quick times set around, and a little bit of shuffling going on in the groups late as well. So we've got a couple of grid spot penalties and things like that. A couple of guys missing as well, but the race directors, I'm sure, will go through all of that as we go. Before we head to the track, are you ready to go, Stickers? We all good, ready to go?
We just got a bit of a fuel burn problem at the moment, so just bear with me.
Alright, well, while you're doing that,
I'll show some points and something.
Yeah, we got the points up. Big thanks to Filthy for getting this done for me this afternoon. So we've got Brocky on top for Cornerstone, who's got a 20-point lead over Corgi for Black White. D-Flow in third place in the little Alpha for racing cars like Legends, and Mr. Adam for Red Mist Racing in fourth. And Morgan Davey and Deeds Racing, who's always somewhere there or thereabouts. I do believe tonight, though, the team owner at Red Mist Racing was a naughty boy this week and didn't register as drivers. And as a result, TJ and Adam will be starting rear of grid.
Yeah, they've got some work to do tonight, the boys. But I'm sure they'll I've already get in contact with the guys, and they're pretty high enough spirits, I guess, for that kind of thing. So they're going to they've got nothing to lose, are they? Can't go any further backwards than 13th and 14th. So watch for them to push their way through the field.
I think it's going to be good fun watching them come through the field, because they're pretty quick, those two, at the moment. So it should be interesting. And we'll take a quick look at the Group B points as well. We've got TX3, who's on top of Group B at the moment for Ragged Edge Racing. We've got the two CJ Esports boys, 16 and 17. That's Artie Thump and DJ. We got Ricky Bobby for Obsession, Captain Muffin for Team 53, and Lucky he's the number one driver at Lucky's Lawn Care Racing, I believe.
A lot of these guys are going to jump TX3 tonight. He's going to drop like a stone after tonight's race because he's not here tonight.
Yeah. So that'll be he'll drop all the way down. He'll be halfway down Group B by the end of the night, won't he?
Yeah, he'll be a long way down. He's probably going to drop 5 or 6 spots, I reckon.
Yeah. So,
Good, Doc. Can I ask a favour if you jump back in the B room for a second so I can have a look at some fuel? Got some fuel burning issues. Sorry.
Do what? Sorry.
Did you jump back in the Group B room with
Jump
us?
back into the room.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to have to shut this one down real quick.
So,
That's alright, I was going to shut this one down anyway, so it's alright.
so who have we got in the chat? We've got BPM Liveries, who I believe that is Mr. Mackenzie. How are you, good sir? We've got the Crazy One, we've got Dadson, we've got the Brev, we've got White Hips, we've got the Moth, and we've got Toe Jam. Evening, lads. Hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a good day today. We'll have a look. We've got combined points here as well, just while we're panning, and you can see Cornerstone's got a pretty sizable gap over Racing Cars Like Legends. Blacklight Motorsports, third place in the combined teams. Jam's good, Doc. Yeah, you're doing real well. And Lucky's Lawn Care in fourth, D's Racing in fifth. We've got the Obsession in sixth place, CJ Esports seventh, Dadson in eighth, Ragged Edge Racing in ninth, and rounding out the top 10 is Team 53.
Okay, so is that a problem that's been going out through all the cars, or just a couple, or that's new? Not seen that before. We've got the just for the guys that are listening, and we're trying to work this out at the moment. The fuel burn is switched off for this season, and there are cars in the lobby that are actually still burning fuel, which is something different. Thank you, GT Sport.
Yeah, so
I believe all you can do is reset the room and go from there, I think, mate. Hopefully, if you reset the room and get it started again with no fuel burn, it might work, because that's a problem. They don't appear to be burning fuel, though. They just look like they don't have a lot in them. Have you got the starting fuel set at an issue?
Well, I've got it on
check.
same as the race.
Default. Yeah, so it's on default anyway, so they can't adjust it. Yeah, okay, no, I'll just reset the room, mate, and see where you go from there.
Close it and open another one? Yep.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Power, that's right, mate. Pesky team owners, they're the worst, aren't they? So, also, Artie Thump, who you see there is in the Group B points, he's actually jumped up, he's in the Group A, with Group A boys tonight, and his pesky team owners earned him a 4 grid spot penalty for not registering him either, so it's two team owners that are going to get their legs cut off at the shop tomorrow morning, but we digress. Good evening, race fan. One thing we had that kind of popped up unannounced this afternoon, we had the driver list was announced for season 5. And I believe we are going to have a TT to sort the groups out as well.
We are. Yeah, so basically what we've done is we've got the 28 set for each group. So the Porsche Next Level Racing Super Cup will replace the TCC for next season. And the Auto 1 GT3 Challenge, get that out, Lucas, will replace the TCT next season. So basically what we've done is we've got the 28 drivers for each group preset, so the team owners know where they're recruiting from to fill their seats, and to make sure the guys are gridded up in the best possible order, we're going to run a TT for the guys to set a time, and be fastest to slowest, and obviously the top 14 will appear in Group A for round 1, and the lower 14 will appear in Group B for round 1, and we'll do that over both groups to make sure that we've had 3 more guys enter the series, and we've got some guys that are promoting up out of the TCT for this season up into the top tier, and we've got a couple of guys coming back as well. So lots of different levels that we need to make sure that we've got these guys set up, so at least when they start next season, they're in the most competitive position they can be in. So they're racing against people that they're actually going to be able to race against, because we don't want to see another season where someone super fast lands in Group B and just wipes the guys for the first couple of rounds till they can score the points to get out of the group. So this is just to give the guys the best possible chance to start the season where they want to be and where they should be. So you might see a couple of some different names floating around in the groups, because everything going back to the Porsche RSR for next season, a car that a lot of these guys are very familiar with after we've driven it a couple of times in the past. So you might see a couple of guys that are very comfortable with the car that just appear suddenly out of B into A and hopefully stay there. We'll see how we go. So it should mix things up a bit for them, at least for the first couple of rounds anyway.
And we also, I did see this week that we also released a track list as well. Did we do that
We did.
publicly as well? Or, so there's a couple of new tracks on that as well. Just trying to find it at the moment, because I've got no idea where it is, because I'm smart like that and I didn't do my research.
Admin announcements tab, about 3 pins up.
Alright. I'm glad somebody's on the ball.
I like that team, the tracks list too. The track list, when we did the research for that, we basically sat down and went, okay, so where do we never race? Let's race there.
So, round one is the Blue Moon infield track, which I think is just an awesome little track anyway. And then round two, we're off to Big Willow. Round three,
That track sucks.
Yeah, I know. Round three, we're at Catalunya. I'm looking forward to that. I don't mind going around Catalunya. It's a good track. Round four will be at Spa. Round five will be at the Magor GP. Round 6 will be at Sardinia Sea. Round 7 will be back at Alsace. There we go. And round 8 will be at the world famous Le Mans circuit. So there'll be a few upset people out there because there's no Bathurst on the track list next season, but bad luck. That's all I can say to that.
Well, we got Bathurst this season, so we we just wanted, obviously with everyone being super familiar with the car next season, we wanted to chuck a bit of a curveball in there and get some different tracks, something we haven't done and we haven't seen, so hopefully we get some good racing out of it.
Captain Muffin says GP's born providing quality lobbies since 2017.
Well, I tell you what, this is a different little glitch. I've never seen the fuel burn and a no fuel burn lobby before. That's an interesting one.
That's a new one, isn't it? So we've got Race Fan in here. King Oscar's joined us. Motorsport Football, I believe that is NASCAR.
That's NASCAR.
He's the team owner for Team 53, who was also a naughty boy this week with the There's a few of us going around now, isn't there?
I think you could pretty much pin that on every team owner has done it at least once at some point, surely. I think you could probably count on one hand the ones that haven't.
Yeah,
Okay, I think we've finally got our act together here. 10 minutes of qualifying. I think we're about ready to rock and roll.
Awesome.
Good work. All right, lads, I'll leave you to it, and I'll
mate.
join you in the Group A lobby.
Beautiful.
Thanks, boys.
Alright, so we will be, I'm pretty sure there's grid spots in this one, isn't there, stickers, so...
Yeah, we've got a couple of all over the place tonight. We've got a few guys missing out of the second race tonight, so we've got guys moving up, and then we've got guys missing altogether, and then we've got a couple of guys, Muffin and NASCAR, who have got a couple of grid penalties, but we're worried about that after qualifying, because we're about to get going on that.
Absolutely, and also we've only got 12 cars in the Group B race tonight, so DJ has unfortunately had to pull out, and also TX3 has had to pull out as well, as we mentioned earlier, so he's going to be a big drop of points. So we'll head to the track. So first out is NASCAR in the Alliance Civil Viper for Team 53. The second in the line is Ricky Bobby for Obsession Motorsports in that beautiful looking McLaren. Captain Muffin, second in the Team 53 cars.
be very interested to see how Daz goes tonight too. He was none too shy last week in the in our race, and yeah, I'll be very keen to see how he goes. I reckon he put a good foot forward tonight.
We got Scotty G in the best media Ferrari for, I believe that's Cornerstone.
Yes, it is.
Get better with that. We got Old Wakey in the beautiful looking Aussie Hector 26 for Aussie Hector Racing. We got Black Project in the Black Rocket Motorsport McLaren. We got Gaz Balls in the second of the Aussie Hector NSXs. And the last one of tonight is the other Tyrone who is driving the Revolution Hyundai for Death Grip Racing. The other Tyrone tonight is filling in for Jimmy Superfly, who unfortunately
Superfly.
as well. So,
Yep. A couple of handy replacements in.
oh yeah,
A couple of handy replacements in though. Yeah, no, should be good. So NASCAR's going to be the first man to set set the pace. He's for his first time. He's going to put down the gauntlet for everyone to try and chase. So quite a long lap here. So 2-minute lap. So it's you're not going to get too many chances at it in 10 minutes.
He's got a fair bit of clear air behind him as well, doesn't he?
It does. No one's really sort of looking like they're Berry's close enough probably to Muffin to get a bit of a tow. Scooter's probably going to get a bit of a tow. So there might be a bit of slipstreaming going on. Scotty G's got one off Daz. So we'll see what NASCAR's got punching the breeze when he comes around for his first lap. They've kept...
Myself and the Muffin Man tried running off a couple this afternoon, but then still, so... As in,
Where's Ghost when you need him?
Yeah, as in I didn't write them down, but we had a couple of good ones too, so, which is unfortunate.
So NASCAR coming into the last of the S's to come onto the straight, see what he does, see what he's got. He'll set the benchmark time for everyone to chase.
Oh, good start.
2 minute fate, or Ricky Bobby, nearly a second lap faster.
So Ricky Bobby.
So in practice, around the 159s to 2 minute flats were around the mark. So that was what everyone's sort of chasing, at least into the 59s would be where you want to be. So only one in there so far. That's Ricky Bobby. Oh no, Scooter's just in as well. So.
We got Lucky's managed to pull that out for around to get to fourth spot at the moment. Old Wakey's managed to get third, so that's good stuff from Old Wakey.
Yep. So everyone will be racing back to the pits to try and get another fresh set of boots to get out and just do another lap to get another timed lap, or whether they'll just keep going on the tyres they've got. Just run the gauntlet. That'll be interesting.
Hopefully that's a little bit better. We had a run this afternoon and all of a sudden it was decided to not be very nice to me again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So whether you've got time to get in, get another boots, and get around again, it's only just. You won't be taking it easy on the way back to the pits. Yep, the Vipers were in the test starts. The Vipers were pretty much always on the front row. Either Scooter or Muffin Man were always generally on the front, so the goods to do a good lap time. Here we go. What are we going to do? We coming to the pits, are we? Yes, we are. It doesn't surprise me. Because there's... No. I was half expecting Lucky to stay out as well in the Alpha to just keep winding it up, but everyone's coming for well, most of them have. But it's now really a race around to get the lap started. So no looking after the tyres on the warm-up lap. Yeah. Here we go. So Ricky Bobby's got NASCAR right on his ginger. So these guys are going to push each other around the track for the last lap. So we're pretty much 1 minute 30 to go. This will be everyone's last lap. Done well. So Ricky Bobby's got a rear view mirror full of NASCAR's lights, so that can be a bit off-putting. So got to concentrate eyes forward rather than these lights flashing in your rear vision mirror. A bit of a test. NASCAR is currently in 8th, so he'll be keen to get a good tow around and try and improve that. You're good?
Try that. See how we go. Alright. So coming up to the second sector now, Ricky Bobby. Can he improve? No.
No, he's down.
He's down.
What's Scooter got?
Scooter's up.
Scooter's gone purple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Old Wakey's green at the moment. We'll keep an eye on Scooter here. He might show these guys up here and put the big Dodge Viper on the front row.
They're all nose to tail, and some of these guys are going to get a great tow off this. That'll be really interesting.
Coming down the hill now for the last time to the last X-band.
Old Wakey's purple.
Oh, Wakey's purple. We'll stick with Ricky Bobby here just in case he goes quick out.
Muffin.
Jumps up
Muffin to the top.
Yeah, Muffin to the top. That's a great time, a 59.8. Alright, so we're on Wakey
Scooter
now.
in the second.
Scooter, yeah, so Ricky Bobby's dropped down to third. He won't be very happy with that. We'll keep an eye on old Wakey here. Comes into the last corner. Nice and smooth out of there. Hugs the inside line. No, doesn't get it done. So it's going to be Captain Muffin in the Alliance Civil Viper. Oh no, Lucky! Oh,
Lucky goes to the top.
At the end with a 59.62. Jeez, he pulled that out of his rear end, didn't he?
You're right at the last moment. That's what you call just in time. We've got one more come over the line, have we?
Yeah, just trying to find who it is.
The other Tyrone doesn't improve.
Doesn't improve. Oh, so there we go. Lucky with the clutch last lap. Does a 59.6. All right. So we'll
just get these guys to exit after they do this start, and we'll reset the grid because we've got a couple of penalties. So Muffin Man will lose his second spot, unfortunately, and go back down to 4th. And NASCAR won't be pleased either, so he's going to go back a bit further as well.
Alright, so World Stickers is doing that. I'm pretty sure we've got community series this week. So if you can want to jump aboard and have a go in the community race, the little Toyota 86s are a great little car. Jump in onto our Discord and keep an eye on the community tab in there, and I believe Chase is the one that looks after that, and he will let you know when registrations are open. You pick a team car. I think most of the teams now running have their own race suits as well, so get on board, get around it, and jump in the little 86. Who have we got in the chat here? We've got Morgan Davies back in the chat. Toe James in the chat. King Oscars screaming out, "Go Muffin!" And Debrev there at the end. There's a great lap. It was a great lap by Lucky at the end there. Saved it to the last minute though. I don't know if he'd want to do that too many times. So we'll just go back and we'll have another look at the Group B points while we're waiting as well. So TX3's not racing tonight. DJ Brain's not racing tonight. So those guys will drop down the field quite a bit, I would imagine. Jimmy Superfly's also not racing tonight, so unfortunately he's going to have a bad season all the way down there at 28th spot. I do believe the chat coming out of the pit garage is that a lot of the guys have already been signed, sealed, and put away. They've already done their deals with their team, so should be interesting to see who actually does go where and if anyone goes anywhere. I know there was a couple of guys that will be got moved up into the to the main series, so there would have been a little bit of shuffling around there, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think the time trial will be a good watch. I don't know if we'll put that on the TV or not, but I think it'll be good. I think it's the fairest way of sorting the groups out anyway. So I hope everyone had a good Father's Day. Hope nobody went and did anything they weren't supposed to do. How's the Group A lobby looking there, the good doctor? If he's around.
Sorry, I was muted. It's actually looking pretty light on in here at the moment. I've got 13 cars in the lobby, 12 cars in the lobby. Ooh. Which is
that's a little
worrying.
Bit concerning.
Yeah, there's 2 cars missing still, so I believe it's both the counterpunch cars, guys, the 2 Jags.
Oh, who's that?
We're doing test start 3 now, so I'm gonna have to go back up my notes to make sure they both made one of the test starts.
So that's Speedy Tyres and Diego.
Yeah.
And the big Jags. Big hello to Claude, who was the team owner there at Counterpunch. I got that right, didn't I?
He's probably off fishing, I reckon.
Yeah, he'd be off fishing.
Or playing COD.
Playing COD, yeah. So if you're listening, mate, hope you're well. And I hope the store down there at Complete Angler Bentley still going strong. So just apologies for the delay, guys. Speedy did a test start. There you go.
Oh, good man.
Good man. Thank you, Mr. Toe Jam.
Thanks, TJ. I'd rather not give the JGR boys any more of a kick in the butt if I could help it, because they've already got it tough enough in that car.
Yeah. Mind you, it didn't do too bad at Maggie last week. The big Jag. So we shouldn't be too far away now, guys. F1 tonight, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully. I was a tad sleepy last night and nodded off on the couch for quite a few hours before qualifying happened, so I didn't get to sit up and watch that with the guys, which is annoying. But should be able to get home and get on tonight and have a bit of a watch of the race and see if they can all make it through turn one.
Yeah, I did see a little bit of qualifying this morning. The Paul Williams mechanics had a bit of a rough night last night.
Tyre conservation, that's all that was.
Yeah.
Don't have to use tyres if the cars are in the fence.
That's right. So
makes sense.
good work for the driver, not so good for the team that had to put the cars back together. But that's the nature of that. It's a great track, though. I like that track. I like the banked corners and all the undulation and everything. It's really good.
Did see old mate Gio there in the Alfa Romeo was in the top 10 in qualifying, which is an interesting one. I was expecting that.
Okay, we should be ready to go with a bit of luck. We should be alright.
Nice. Have fun, boys.
Thank you, buddy.
Hopefully we've got everybody in the right spot. We've got 40 minutes on the clock.
Alright, here we go. So it'll be Lucky off pole, will be Scooter off second, Ricky Bobby will be third, and the Muffin Man will be fourth after his 2 grid spot penalty. Keep an eye
Let me
on.
see how the Alpha gets off the lines. See how the Alpha gets off the line compared to the Viper.
Go, they're racing. Oh, a big puff of smoke from Lucky there off the line. Looks like
Ricky Bobby.
looks like he really
Got a good
away.
start.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby got a great start.
Into second. Muffin Man hanging on to fourth. Daz and Black Project are arguing up the hill.
And Old Wakey's right behind them as well. Gonna try making it through wide. Check out this battle up the front though. Here comes Scooter with the big send into turn 3. Pushes Lucky back to third. Lucky won't mind that though. That Alpha is very, very good on its tyres. So it's Ricky Bobby out in front. Scooter's in second. Lucky's third. Captain Muffin's fourth as he locks the rears up. Daz is at fifth. That's a great start from Daz, who's filling in tonight.
He'll be wrapped with that.
Yeah.
So will Brent. Brent will be cheering that on.
Yeah. It's Old Wakey down in sixth. Barry in seventh. Gasgall's in eighth. Rounding out the top 10 at the moment is Scotty G in the bad Ferrari. Back up the front now, and Scooter's all over Ricky Bobby. As they come into the last
Got a run.
end. He's got a big run. Ricky Bobby's got the inside
Oh.
line though. get that big flock around the corner very well. Lucky's caught right up now, so the top 4 or 5 are just about nose to tail. They will come up the hill now. Old
Wakey dropped it.
runs wide.
He does.
Down the hill now, Scooter's having another look. Lucky's having a big look around the outside as well. Muffin Man's in this too. Not much room there at all.
So the top 6, 7, 8, all nose to tail down the straight. So great first lap for everybody, and everyone's still in the hunt here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Captain the Muffins harassing the back of that Alpha like you wouldn't believe too. Well, it gives them a little flash at the light as well.
Bit of intimidation.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a bit of intimidation. The top 4 are just starting to scoot away a little bit from Daz. And,
Yeah, Daz is defending a little bit. Wakey's starting to line him up in a few spots, so Daz is trying to hold his own.
Barry's in there as well. Barry's...
Oh, 3 wide. We've got
who's
Lucky's
that? Scooter's
back in the
gone.
lead. Oh,
Scooter! What happened to Scooter? Oh no! Oh, there he is.
don't tell me.
Oh,
That's not good.
no, that's not good at all.
Scooter's got a bit of a reputation for a dodgy internet, hasn't he?
Yes, he does. We'll have to keep an eye
Doesn't
on
have much
that.
luck.
Alright, so Ricky Bobby now claims the lead. The Muffin Man makes a couple of spots in the second. Lucky down to 4th. We'll have to keep an eye on Scooter here. He's right in the mixer as well, so... I don't know
Yeah, it
if
makes it hard for the other guys around him.
Yeah, I don't know if the other guys can see him either, which is making it even worse.
Possibly.
So Daz is right in there now with Lucky. Old Wakey's got the watching brief.
Daz doing a great job for his stepping up into the big time. He's right there amongst it.
Fantastic job. Ricky Bobby with the big cover there coming into the last little complex. So Scooter's down there in 3rd for now. And these front 2, I think Lucky Bobby holding back a little bit there just to see if he's got a good his connection will hold or not. We head down the field a little bit. We've got Black Project and Gazballs. There's the World Championship for 8th spot. Just in front of Barry. Black Project's round the inside for there. Gazballs jumps back in.
Back up the front, we've got NASCAR and Muffin Man going side by side. Lucky's caught back up.
Yeah, he has.
3 wide.
Muffin Man's.
Can they see him?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm not sure if they can see him. Not sure.
Might have to try and get onto pit lane and see if they can see him or not.
Yeah.
If that's the case, well, might have to drop another one.
Lucky going to go for a run around the outside and the up on the bank.
There he is. Muffin Man runs a little bit wide there as well.
And Daz is starting to pull these guys back in as well. He's doing a great job in 5th to Deeds.
Fantastic job. And Old Wakey's out there as well, down in 6th spot. He's got the watching brief going on.
Muffin Man's flashing the lights at Ricky Bobby. I think he thinks Ricky Bobby's trying to hold him up and bring the rest of the pack with him. So I think Ricky Bobby's running to a plan here, and he's trying to back them all up. And so far his plan's working well.
I tell you what, if Lucky's not careful there, Daz will get him, and that'll make Lucky's life a lot worse than what it already is.
Yeah, well, Daz has got nothing to lose. He's just racing for points for team, and he's into having fun, and he doesn't mind sending it. Daz either. He will have a go.
That's right. This is, I believe Daz is usually racing Group A in the Trophy Series.
Yes.
So, a little bit of a step up to the big leagues for him, but he seems to be handling it very well indeed.
Yeah, no, he's handy peddler.
So lucky.
So Muffin Man's lost a bit of touch with Ricky Bobby.
He has. So he's got a mirror full of either a Dodge Viper or an Alpha Man at the moment. Scooty's having a look on the inside. Lucky will be loving this.
Yeah, we're going to go 3 wide with this one.
So Lucky's got around a pair of them. There he is. Muffin Man, they've made contact. Keep it on the track, son. This is a fantastic little battle. This is for second place as well. As Daz tries the big run on the outside. Little tries the slide job there on Scooter, who manages to get around Captain Muffin.
So Muffin Man's got the backside deal of that one. He was in second, now he's back to fourth.
Yeah.
And happened to defend from a pesky little Porsche all over the back of him.
Yeah, all over him. Meanwhile, Ricky Bobby's just saying, thank you boys, carry on as you were, I'm out of here.
Now old Wakey's joined the party as well. He's having a look on the inside of Daz.
Yeah. These guys have pulled a cap on Black Project as well. He's got a
Black Project. Gazballs. Oh, Gazballs nearly flipped the fence there on the way into the straight.
Here comes NASCAR. NASCAR's having a big look. Nearly gets the job done on Gazballs there. And we'll take a look at Scotty down in the 10th spot. He's not far behind that little battle either. And we've got the other Tyrone in 11th. For Death Grip Racing, and Barry, who's had an absolute mare somewhere, is 13.5 seconds off the pace down in 13th spot. So we've got a position.
So we're coming up to 10 minutes soon. We're about a minute off 10 minutes into the race. So tyres are starting to get a bit second hand on a lot of these cars. So we're the Alpha obviously. It's the king of that pack, so it'll be interesting now that the tyre wear is starting to kick in, that the Alpha is going to probably start pulling away from the Prip and he's out after the leader. This is where the Alpha will come into its own.
Yeah, 100%. Look at the time he makes up coming around there. Have a look at Daz in 5th spot too. He's having a big look at the Muffin Man. Big look. The chocolate brown Deeds racing car.
Chocolate milk.
A little bit wide there. Chocolate milkshake Deeds racing car. Gazballs and Black Project are still going out, and that's a great little battle there too with NASCAR in the wings. Gazball's got a bit of
lucky.
Steps back in behind, back up the front.
Lucky's all over the back of it. Well, the rest of the guys have caught back up, so here we go again where Ricky Bobby might be playing the game here. And
Wakey's in.
Oh, he's pulled the trigger.
Yeah, first to blink. We'll keep an eye on him, see how much that the undercut's worth.
Well, he was on the back of this group, so not a bad time to try and jump some. So he caught the lead group, so good tactic to pull him.
Yeah.
Might as well have a crack at it.
So we're still, Scooter seems to have settled down a little bit here, but I'm not too sure if Lucky can see him or not. We haven't had that confirmed yet. But we'll have a look here. He's lucky now, he's caught right up to the back of Ricky Bobby, having a big look, tries the up and under. Scooter's going to have a look as well. Tell you what, he did alright sticking it around the outside there.
Yeah.
Now, what's he going to do here? Is he going to give it a dive, or is he going to try the slide job?
Oh, he's trying to loop around the house. Look at that.
How do you do
Thank you, Mother,
that?
for the rabbits.
Wow.
Just like that, he says. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely, that was fantastic.
Scooter's got to run
managed
too
get
now.
around them as well, yeah.
Yep.
So if Lucky can see that Viper, he won't like seeing it because he can't get away from it at the moment.
Yeah, so the Viper and the McLaren about even on tyre wear, although Muffin Man's looking pretty sad. So it'd be interesting to see who ducks into the pits here.
Alright, so I'd expect Scooter and Ricky in at least. Oh, they're all in. No, Ricky stays out.
No,
Oh,
he stays out.
wow. Daz is in as well.
Not sure.
I'm
So-
sure Mr. Whitehips will give us the cheeky little lowdown on that strategy.
So let's have a look for where old Wakey comes in. Look at this. Wakey's, look at where he's in now. He's going to be back for the lead.
Yeah, Black Project never didn't come in either, so old
So this
Wakey's-
is basically the lead one, so the other guys pit. So
Yeah.
did the undercut work? Absolutely it did.
Absolutely, it does. I did hear too, briefly, that there were a couple, as Scooter goes around the inside of Lucky. Lucky's not going to like that at all. He'll hate that.
No, he's all his good work has come undone here, but he's got to play the long game. Lucky, he's got to know that it's the second part of each stint that he's going to be in his own. He just needs to survive while everyone's on fresh tyres and hang in, and know
Wakey's
that
run wide.
he should be right for the next left-hander though. He's under the pump.
Yeah,
He's under the
Scooter's
pump for
all
sure.
over him here. I did hear a couple of whispers earlier on in the day that guys might try a 3-stop too, so it'll be interesting
Really?
to see if that happens yet. So you heard it here first. The Scooter gets around on Wakey. Lucky's had a terrible shot around the NASCAR bank there. He's dropped a lot of time.
Yep, Muffin Man's got a fresh set of boots and he's back on the pace. So while we all got fresh rubber, we're all pretty quick, but it's just making them last. So
back up the front there. We'll check in on Ricky Bobby. He's coming down the hill now to the last little complex. It's interesting
this
to
could-
see if he comes in.
it has to, surely. This will hurt him.
Yeah, he's
As much as the undercut was work for old Wakey, this is going to hurt Ricky Bobby, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe he's trying the overcut. Maybe. But here we go. All right, so Scooter inherits the lead from old Wakey and Captain Muffin. So the Vipers are looking very strong here tonight at Alsace.
Yeah, so Ricky Bobby joins in 6th, so that hurt him. He was what, 2nd or 3rd when they all went in. So undercut is definitely the way to go over overcutting.
Yeah, old
Muffin Man on the inside of Wakey.
Lucky
He's getting
goes
trained
with it.
here. Yeah. Oh.
Just a bit of hip and shoulder there, maybe. Daz gets him as
Yeah.
well. Let's see if we can grab that.
You can grab that on a replay.
We just missed it. I think Daz
I
gave
think old Wakey wasn't keen to give up the spot, and 2 and 1 didn't go, and Lucky was the loser. Now Ricky Bobby's got him as well, so it's all unravelling a little bit here for Lucky.
a little outfit that could. He's got a lot of time to make up now. He's 4 seconds off the pace at the moment.
Yeah, it's not what he needed. He just needed to hang in. He's going to get Ricky Bobby again here.
Meanwhile, Scooter's out front, and he's got a 2.1 second lead.
Yep.
So this is going to be very interesting if his connection issues that no one else can see him. He's going to be screaming blue murder.
He'll be gritting his teeth, hoping that it all hangs together.
So we've got the Captain Muffin in 2nd spot at the moment. He's got a mirror full of old Wakey in the NSX. He's doing very well, which means some of us are going to have to pull our fingers out this week and do some work.
Yeah.
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 We got Daz.
And Daz,
Daz is in fourth.
fantastic in fourth place. Fantastic. Fantastic effort, Daz.
Driver of the day at the moment for sure.
Absolutely.
Chocolate milkshake Porsche. We got Ricky Bobby in fifth, who I think it's fair to say the overcut didn't really work out for him in the end. And Lucky's all the way down at 6. He's nearly 6 seconds down the road from Scooter now as well.
So I must have missed that because he got Ricky Bobby earlier, so he must have made another mistake or something something's gone wrong because he was in front of Ricky Bobby a minute ago. So it's gone from bad to worse for Lucky.
Yeah, so Scooter now, the Yokohama seems to work around here on the big vibrant. Daz runs wide.
No, won't get much tyre wear out there.
No. Sitting on the marbles. Look at the time Ricky Bobby's made up on the pair of them though. Look at him. He's just reeling in.
Takes a couple of corners to get the sand off the tyres.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. 3 wide.
3 wide.
Wow.
Oh. Hang in there, boys.
Well done, lads.
Wakey's going to have the inside. No.
Daz was awake to that, pulled out of that, luckily.
Yeah, live to fight the day.
Yeah. Play the long game, son.
He's still in the top 5, so yeah, I think he would have taken that before when he got first called up.
Yeah, 100%. There's nothing to sneeze at all. So we'll have a look at Gazballs down here. He's got a lot of space in front. Oh, Scooter's gone. There it is.
Scooter.
Oh no.
God.
Oh.
Mate, if it wasn't for bad luck, that guy would have no luck at all.
100%. So that's
He's
Scooter
the
out.
amount of times that's happened to him.
Poor Dadson's not going to be all that impressed either. He was looking forward to that. So that brings the Muffin Man up to the lead now with Ricky Bobby in second. So the overcut, coupled with everyone else fighting and scrapping with each other, has actually turned out alright.
Done well.
In the end, yeah.
He has, yeah, because he was right back in 6th for a while, and then Lucky's now worked it back up to 3rd. So he's starting to fight back as well.
Yeah. Scooter also. Oh, the Muffin Man runs wide. Don't do that, son. So Scooter actually did the fastest lap of the race on the lap before he had his malfunction as well with a 59.7, which is a fantastic time for a race.
His internet couldn't keep up with him.
No, he's too good for his internet.
So Ricky Bobby's hauling Muffin Man in hand over fist here. It leads down to 7/10 of a second. He'll be in slipstream territory soon.
Yeah.
And because he pitted a lap later, he's got a lot better tyres than Muffin Man. And then, of course, the Alpha's even better again, hauling him back in for 3rd. So Lucky's got him back where he wanted to be after all that. They just had to work hard to get back there.
Just over half race distance now as well. So Daz has got old Wakey in front of him. This will be an interesting little battle here. We'll get to see how aggressive Daz can be. Not quite ready to have a go yet. Old Wakey's having a pretty good race too. 4th spot at Aussie Hampton NSX. He'll be happy with that.
Yep, well, considering he was the first to pit, so his tyres are starting to look the worst for wear. That's why he's starting to pull back off the pace now. So yep, he's paying the invoice for going in a lap earlier than everybody else. But that's the risk you take.
That's it.
You got to roll the dice.
Daz is all over him now. Down the front, back straight.
And it's tightening up at the front too. So all the top 3 are within half a second of each other now. Ricky Bobby's having a bit of a look.
Had a big look.
So Muffin Man's got to drive from the front now and try and just place that big Viper in an awkward spot for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the hazard lights going.
Yeah, well, gee, I don't know what's
So what that
going on
means.
there.
Maybe that was a thanks. Maybe that was a thanks for the tap into that last corner. Maybe that was a bit of a no worries. I know you're there.
spot to do that. Lucky's loving life at the moment now, seeing these two scrapping. I think Ricky Bobby's got the faster car as well. He just can't get around that big Viper.
Definitely, he's got a lot better tyres, so he should be able to line him up here. He's the Viper's really struggling to turn. He started on the inside of that sweeper and ended up on the outside.
Oh, Daz and old Wakey having a ding-dong little battle back here too. Daz managed to get around them for now. Old Wakey's pushing the Porsche pretty hard though. Wakey runs real wide at the hairpin there. Head back up the front now. Muffin Man's wide again.
Dropping wheels off everywhere at the moment. It'll be interesting to see whether he hangs in here or he goes in for the pits. We're coming up
big
to where
slide.
I reckon he'll come in here. It'll be interesting.
No,
He's going to hang in.
Wow.
I'll try and back him up.
I don't think he's going to win that battle either. Ricky Bobby's having a big look on the outside. Those obsession cars have been really strong this season.
They have. Daz drops the wheel off, but he hangs on, no worries. He's pulling away from old Wakey at the moment.
This battle up the front though. Lucky's just sitting there waiting for these two to fry the tyres. But he needs to be careful here. There's only 15 minutes to go, so I dare say they'll probably pit both at the same time.
Well, that'll be the interesting where the Ricky Bobby again wants to go. It's worked for him really in the long run. It's worked for him going a lap longer.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see whether he does the same thing again. And
you can hear the tyres
Muffin Man is gone. He's gone this time.
On that Viper.
He couldn't. Yeah. He's had to give it up.
Yeah, sucks, Scooter, mate. You're doing really well tonight too.
Yeah, unlucky, mate. That's like I said. If it wasn't for bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all, buddy. So
here we go now. Lucky around NASCAR. We'll call that one NASCAR. I think we'll call that.
Well, it's like a NASCAR, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So we'll go with that. Lucky's going to get the lead here.
Ricky Bobby gets sick and tired of Lucky driving around the outside of him.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, he's going to.
He's just going to give him the spot anyway.
I reckon later in the race that door might be shut. I don't reckon that door will be open later in the race.
No, and I think Ricky Bobby would be wise to just sit behind that little out for now and try not to lose too much time. He's right on him here. He's having a look.
He's not going to muck around for sure. He's pushing him. So who comes in? Who comes in?
Lucky's in.
Alpha's in. Yeah. So there you go. He stayed out again.
Yeah.
Oh, Muffin's staying out.
Yeah. So's Daz.
Unbelievable.
Daz stayed out as well. So old Wakey's coming with Lucky. Black Project stayed out. Gazballs is in. So Lucky's out. He comes out P5. He's got Black Project in front of him. Nearly 2 seconds up the road. So Ricky Bobby now, he's got 1.7 seconds.
Muffin Man is just sliding that Viper into every corner.
And have a look who's behind him.
Yeah, I know. Look at him go. He's
the cheeky little chocolate milkshake Porsche.
Yeah, his car's 50% better off tyre-wise than that big Viper in front of him. He's just hauling him in hand of a fist. So
I tell you what, I think Karen will struggle to get him out of that car when he gets back to the pits tonight. I think that'll be leaving on the trailer and going home. It's a fantastic drive.
He'll be loving this. So here we go. So Ricky Bobby, last part of the lap. This worked for him into the second stint. We thought it was a bad move, but it turned out to be a good move. So we're coming down to the crunch time where the last pit stops will be had.
Yeah.
Lucky's just got Brown.
He had the rears locked up big time. Oh, Muffin's going to
trying to miss him.
Yeah, Muffin Man's going to let him go here. He put the blinker on. Oh, wow.
No, I think he's trying to tell him he's going to come in.
Yeah. think Daz will follow him in though. We'll check and see if Ricky Bobby's going to come in as well. He's 3.5 seconds up the road at the moment. He's in.
Yep, he's in.
Muffin Man's in.
Muffin Man are in.
And Daz
They're all in.
as well.
Okay.
So Lucky will take the lead of the race. Black Project's going to pit as well. So,
Oh, Wakey. How will he go? Where will they come out?
wow, so look at the gap Lucky's got.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's gone.
Yeah, it's dead.
They won't catch him now.
No, they won't catch him now. He's 3 seconds up the road.
Yep, and that alpha's just going to get stronger. So
Yeah.
these guys might hang in there for the first half a dozen laps, but after that he'll see you later. And well done, Lucky, because he was a real crossroads there halfway through the race. He was going backwards and he kept his head, fought his way back, and now he's got a best part of a 3.5 second lead.
That's why he's the. I'm pretty sure he's the number one driver in Lucky's Lawn Care.
Number one driver, yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is, and that's why.
Yeah, well, drivers like this, you don't proves the point.
That's right. I'm sure Knuckles will tell me if I'm wrong, but it's a good drive anyway. So old Wakey's managed to find himself in third as well. So good pit stop strategy from the Aussie Hampton boys.
Yep.
And we're going to have to do a lot of work this week, Steve.
Yes. Yes.
So Captain Muffin's come out at 4th spot. I think Daz might be out, or he locks the race up in the hairpin as well. It'll be interesting to see if Daz is a little bit more aggressive if he can catch him. I dare say the message will come through from the bunker to just send it from Deeds Racing there.
Yep.
We'll take a quick look
So
at
it's all-
the field as well while we've got a little bit of time left here. So we've got Gazwells in 6th, who's managed to get out in front of Black Project in the Blacklight Motorsport McLaren. We've got the other Tyrone, he's right at the back of the pack at the start of the race. He's made his way up to 8th, so that's a great drive from the other Tyrone. He's falling in tonight as well. In the Deckman Racing little Genesis, I believe it is.
Yes, Hyundai.
Yep. We got Barry in the second of the Obsession Motorsport cars down in 9th. Solid drive from Barry. He won't be happy with being down there, but still a solid drive from him. We've got Scotty G in the Cornerstone Ferrari. There's Media on the side. And poor old NASCAR down in 11th spot. It was his birthday yesterday too, so happy birthday to the big boy for yesterday.
So we've got Gazballs and Black Project having a good old dice here for 6th and 7th. About the only one that's...
Oh!
Whoa! Just fast hit and drop one off.
That's the commentator's turn curse 101 right there.
Just did all the hard work. Oh no, Gazballs gone.
They're trying to break each other.
Honda said no thanks.
Yeah.
He must have come in a bit earlier, Gazballs, because his tyres are a fair bit done compared to Black Project, so no point race. Just let him go. All he's going to do is trash your tyres even more. So.
That's right.
So Muffin Man starting to haul in old Wakey. He was 1.6 down to 0.8 of a second. So that's probably where the race is. The race is on for third. First and second, I reckon, are pretty well set. So I think it's for the last spot on the podium will be the race.
The Muffin Man's dropped Daz big time as well. So
Yeah, the Viper's quick on fresh tyres. It's just the last part that starts to struggle. So if old Wakey can sort of make that NXS a little bit wider for a few laps, he might have a chance.
Yeah. And then that'll bring Daz back as well. So there's still a little bit left to play out here. I think that's 6 spots all but done and dusted now. Black Project's already pulled a bit of a gap on young Gazballs.
Yep.
And
done. So yeah, that's definitely on. It's all on for third. That's where the race is.
Oh yeah, it is. Have a look at this. So the Muffin Man will want to get this done real quick before he cooks those rear tyres. Nice through there, the pair of them. Old Wakey runs a little bit wide though. Muffin's having a big look. Around the outside's not really going to work there, son.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's just a matter of time. Viper's definitely faster.
Around the outside of NASCAR.
Side. Going to pull a lucky move.
If he hangs it in there, Wakey tries pushing him out.
At least, so Wakey's still going to have the inside for the tight right-hander if you can hold it in here.
Yes, he is. Ooh,
Yeah!
big lock up there.
Good racing.
Absolutely. Rubbin's racing, boys, but just don't go too far.
They gave each other enough room.
Have a look at how much time he's made up.
Yeah, it's just what he needed.
He might get the pair of them here if they're not careful. So the Muffin Man ended up getting around Wakey, did he? I think he did.
Oh yeah.
So
Got him.
good drive there. Really saying to his mate Daz behind him, just get on with it, son.
Well, Daz would want to get past Wakey fairly quickly, so Muffin Man doesn't get away. So, if Daz has aspirations on a podium here, he really does need to get past Wakey pretty quickly.
Sticks around the outside.
We're running down on time. It's just over 6 minutes to go, so we're starting to run down on the laps. Lucky's still got a 3.3 second lead out the front from Ricky Bobby and another 5 seconds back to these guys.
So Daz is really starting to catch the back of that Honda now.
Yeah, it's using a lot less track.
Yeah.
The NXS is struggling to pull it up, starting to struggle to turn in.
Oh, and he gave him a little tap there. Right on this bumper, a little tap.
He might be going for the outside NASCAR. Inside.
Wakey shuts the door on him.
Oh, he gets pushed wide. Oh no.
That's
Jeez,
a
the
great
good catch.
save from old Wakey.
Good catch.
I think there'll be a little bit in that as well. Daz runs way wide at the hairpin.
Yes, Wakey did too. I think his tyres are pretty well cooked.
Yeah. So we'll head back up the front for a little bit now. Lucky's out to nearly 4.5 seconds over Ricky Bobby. He should just be nursing that car home now. He's not going to get any threats from behind him either. The Muffin Man might keep third. I think Daz might
Well, that would be the thing with it.
Too far back.
We've still got probably two and a bit laps to go. Maybe 3. So
Yeah, you probably get 3, I reckon.
yeah, so his tyre wise is probably 10% better than Muffin Man. So times that by a couple of more laps. You can put a couple of qualifiers in. You might.
Poor old Wakey's dropped right off the back of Daz too. So
He's gone.
he's gone.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to get too comfortable though, because Black Project's catching him pretty quick as well.
Yeah, Black Project's got a lot better car under him too, so Wakey just needs to keep his wits about him to hang on to a top 5.
He's got the other tyre owner Mary down here in 8th and 9th. That gap's come down a little bit, I think. So Mary might be trying a late race charge here.
NASCAR's caught up to the back of Scotty G.
Seeing that as well. NASCAR would love to get one up on his counterpart there at Cornerstone. Of course, Team 53 is the unofficial third team of the CP Racing Club.
Ah, is that right? Okay. Write that one down.
Yeah, write that one down. Written off right. guys. His NASCAR's gone off. We'll put the bunker on him. Sorry, mate. So
Yes.
we'll head back up the front, shall we? So Lucky's out to that's 5.3 seconds now. So that's definitely run and done. I don't think Daz will catch the Muffin Man at the moment either.
Well, I've just been watching him, and he was down to like 1.2 seconds, and then bowled a couple of wides and a couple of corners in a row, and it sort of stretched out to 1.8, and he's pulled it back to 1.5 pretty quickly. So when he gets a few corners right, he actually pulls him in pretty quick. So it's just a matter of, we've probably got 2 laps left. Just needs to try and keep it together.
Still a mega drive from Daz, though.
Absolutely. Great drive to step up this late and be a chance of a podium.
Yeah, he's definitely held his own tonight. Black Project in 6th spot. I don't think he's going to trouble old Wakey. I think old Wakey will have 5th spot wrapped up.
So Daz still 1.5. The Muffin Man, so as long as he keeps it up there, that's all right. So he's got a lot better car under him. So if he didn't need a bowl of wide there. He's trying hard. He's trying hard. You can't say he's not over the crack.
Well done, mate. Good on him.
Yep.
Ricky Bobby's got all the space in the world around him. He's 6.5 seconds to Lucky up front, and he's nearly the same back to Captain Muffin in 3rd. So great little mid-season charge here from Session Motorsport as well. Those guys have been have had all their cars up pointing into the field in one way or another for a long time now. So it's a great result.
Yep.
Mr. Whitehips has got himself a good little squad down there now.
He's been Whitehips himself's been doing well lately too. Yeah. So he's been right up the pointy end.
Right, so Daz has had a major off somewhere. He's back out to 2.8 seconds. So
yeah,
I reckon that's just about run and done that one.
Yeah.
So Gasball's
trying a bit hard. So go on.
I think most of these guys, I think they'll all get another lap in.
Yep.
Wakey crosses the line, Gasballs crosses over, he'll get another one. Barry's managed to get around the other Tyrone. So there's the Obsession boys are 1, 2 and 8 at the moment, so NASCAR, big hit. Just caught the end of that, we'll see if we can get it. Oh, I think the fronts on that Viper are a bit shot.
They are completely shot, yes.
Would not
turn. Left the Alliance sticker on the side of the wall of the tyre there. So. But Lucky's on his way home. It's nearly 7 seconds in front.
Good job by Lucky.
He's done a great job.
Yeah, well.
Absolutely. Well, considering mid-race he was way back sort of 6th, 7th spot and heading backwards. And he kept his head and did a good tactic on his last pit stop and get out of the traffic and put his head down, and he was going to win by the best part of 8 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Ricky Bobby too. That was a good tactic for him. He was the first one to sort of run something different.
Yeah.
Didn't look like it was going to work, but it did. And food for thought for us for next week.
Absolutely.
That happens.
We'll have to write that one down as well.
Yep.
So Lucky up the hill, down the hill now. Over the bridge for the last time. Comes into the complex. The little outfit that could has done. Well done, Lucky.
Well done, Lucky. Flash the lights. Well done, mate.
Good on you, mate.
Great drive.
Ricky Bobby will come home second. That's a great result for him as well. He'll be happy as Larry with that.
Should be happy with that.
Muffin Man's done very well to hang on to 3rd spot in that big Dodge Viper. Daz will come home 4th. That's just about driver of the day for me. Old Wakey will come home 5th. Another great drive from him. Black Project made up a fair bit of time in the end to finish 6th. Gasballs will finish 7th. Barry will hold off the other Tyrone for 8th. Scotty G will come home in 10th. And NASCAR will bring home the chocolates in 11th. There we go. And of course we lost Scooter about a third of the way through the race, but he will keep his fastest lap, I have been told. So a little bit of, at least he'll get something out of the event. But well done, Lucky. We'll oh no, he won't. Take another look at the results. So Lucky comes out on top. Those LLCR race suits are a bit of gear too, aren't they? They're quite nice. Ricky Bobby will come home second. Kept the Muffin third. Daz, driver of the day for me, in fourth for Deeds. Old Wakey in fifth. Got Black Project in seventh. Gazballs in eighth. Gazballs in seventh, sorry. Barry in eighth. The other Tyrone, good drive from him, filling in for Jimmy Superfly in ninth. We got Scotty G in 10th. Rounding out the field will be NASCAR in 11th. We lost Scotty G, and unfortunately for him, Lucky got the fastest lap as well, beaten by 2:10. So not a good night for Datsun Racing at all.
No, not a good one. So have a look in chats, guys. Get your driver of the day guys in. We got driver of the guy Daz, driver of the Kazi. Kazi. That's typical Womble. Has to be Womble. Yeah. Well done, Lucky. We got Daz, driver of the day, Daz.
Mr.
Driver of the day, Lucky.
Lucky.
Yep. Yeah, look, hard to argue. There's some great stories in there, really, for guys that were struggling for a while and come good. A few different tactics. Ricky Bobby in second, I thought, did really well to run a different one to everybody else when they all pulled in. He didn't, so he did well. But for a guy who's got called up and thrown in the deep end to run, within a second and a half of third place, I'd have to give it to Daz as well.
Yeah, 100%. Great drive. Filthy's going to give his drive of the day to the Muffin Man, I'd assume, judging by the looks of that. I hope he doesn't want to do that. I can't say that because it's not 9 o'clock, so behave yourself. So that'll do for Group B. Group B's run and done. So
we got there in the end.
We got there in the end. So well done for sorting that out, stickers. It's not an easy job to do while everyone's watching.
Nah, we got there and then it was all good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that was good. So let me just head on over to the Group A lobby where the good doctor is. How are we?
Howdy, boys. You back?
Yeah, it was a good race. It's a good track for. It was some good dicing, good tactics, different strategies run. It was very good.
Well, I tell you what, the Porsches around here are going to be rockets, aren't they? Next season.
Oh yeah, it'd be a handful around here.
They're a handful everywhere. They're in the S1 spec. They're awfully quick and very light, so they get around pretty good.
Yep. Hint, nudge, nudge.
Say no more.
All right.
I'll leave you guys. I'll go and duck down the pits and talk to the boys, and I'll catch up a bit later.
Thank you, sir. All right. So while we're getting ready here, we'll take a quick look at the points for Group A, and of course Brocky's got a 20-point lead over Corgi. Good to see a Blacklight Motorsport car up the top end of the points too. Got D-Flow in third for RC Double L. We got Adam in fourth, who is going to have a big job ahead of him tonight, starting rear of grid. Morgan Davey in fifth, and Knuckles has got a bit of driving to do tonight. His teammate and his much better driver at Lucky's Lawn Care managed to win tonight, so no pressure, Knuckles.
He's been pretty strong so far, himself and D-Flow in the Alfa Romeos. It's definitely an Alfa track. Can't really say much else about it. It sweeps them down to the ground with the nice bank turns and stuff. They got that good mid-corner speed.
Yeah.
And obviously with a bit of a high tyre wear circuit, they tend to have that little bit of advantage towards the back end of the centre, as we saw with Lucky in that previous race. I won't have it all way. The next one on the calendar, though, we're going to Bathurst, which is going to make them wish that Conrad Straight was about half the length, I think.
And
So,
uphill.
and uphill, yeah. But yeah, tonight, so the Cyborg and Corgi were both ready to throw down and go at it again. Adam and TJ are the ones that you're going to have to watch, though. They're 4th and 7th in the championship at the moment. They're off the back row. And young Diego has a 1 grid spot penalty for missing the test starts, unfortunately, tonight. He was a little bit late getting into the lobby, even with the late test start tonight. But yeah, I'll just make sure these guys are ready to go, and I'll just give them the let's do it.
Alright, cool. So let's have a podium for tonight.
Well, I'd say the top 3 of the championship, Rocky, Corky, Defo, in no particular order, I'd say will be top 3 tonight.
Yeah.
But Nux is probably a dark horse to be up there as well. Make sure everyone's on the grid, we're all good. Let's go have a qualifying session, shall we?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Morgan tonight as well in the Porsche.
Yeah, he's been hot and cold lately, Morgan. It's hard to see where he's at, track specific, really. There's been some races where you look at him and you go, that guy's untouchable, and then there's some other races where he just hasn't quite been there. So I'm keen to see him up around the pointy end again tonight, hopefully. It's always a good race when you've got Nux and Morgan and the kids in the grid tonight too, and his nice little Hyundai.
Yeah.
Kerry Raikkonen's going to be hanging around in that Whopper Grand Viper. The Viper looked strong in the previous race, so we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, the Viper is pretty strong. If you look after, if you can get 5 or 6 laps out of those tyres on the Viper, you'll be doing very, very well.
It's definitely a cool car. I do like the Viper. I have a bit of a soft spot for the big girl. Blacklight ran him in the AGT series, GT3 spec.
Just wait for the guys to go over the trip the first timing monitor. And it'll be D-Flow first out for Racing Cars Like Legends and the Chill Out Systems Alfa Romeo. And speedy tyres in the big fat Jag for Counterpunch Motorsport. There we go. We got the kid and the little Hyundai for Death Grip Racing with the Revolution Race gear on the side. We've got Artie Thump and the Lexus for CJ Esports. He will have
in the what?
Oh, did I say Lexus? Sorry, in the NSX.
In your own team.
I know, how bad is that? And unfortunately, because I'm a twin, I didn't register him, he's got a 4 grid spot penalty as well. So, sorry, mate. Again, we've got Morgan in 5th in the Chocolate Milkshake Porsche for Deeds Racing. We got Kerry Raikkonen in the Bacchus
Oh, come on,
Brewery,
boys.
Viper for Datsun Racing as they're all trying to get to the last spot on the pile.
They're trying to find some space here. You haven't got long, guys. It's a long lap. Get a move on.
These boys are... What are they doing?
This is silly.
Yeah,
This is silly.
this is very silly. So we've got Corgi in... I can never pronounce it, so you can do it, Lucas. He's your team man in the Blacklight Motorsport car.
Yep.
We've got Diego in the second in the FGT Light Jags. We've got Brocky in the Bez Media Ferrari for Cornerstone. We've got Knuckles for the Lucky's Lawn Care in the Autobahn car. TJ for Red Mist Racing in that Green Beacon Ferrari, who will be starting rear of grid. And Mr. Adam, who has decided not to get his tyres warm at all, he is in the pits.
He's off the back of the grid anyway, so I said he could go out and do a qualifying lap if he wanted to, because I have to reset the grid manually regardless. But it looks like he's not taking me up on the offer anyway, sitting there having a bit of a rest. But just have a look at that track map for a second, guys. You've got Artie Thump there in 4th position on the road. Then look at the gap back to V8.
Yeah,
That's how much
massive.
space these guys just wasted, backing each other up, trying not to be the first one in line.
And of course,
Now, if they...
sorry, we just get to Troy. We missed him in the rundown. He's in the Ragged Edge Racing push with Auto on the side.
But if these guys get to the end of qualifying, they fall a couple of seconds short of running that extra lap, they're going to be kicking themselves how much time they just wasted then.
Yeah, 100%.
Just silliness. I don't understand it.
No. And like you said, there's all the gap. There's so much room in between V8 and Artie Thumb.
Well, they created that space because they all stopped. No one wanted to. They were all right behind Artie on the track to begin with, and no one wanted to lead, so they all backed up.
All right, so Deflate's
Don't get it.
coming around now to complete the first flying lap. Let's see what we've got.
It'll be a good time.
It will be a good time. It's a
58.5.
Wow.
Thanks for coming.
A second down the road from Speedy Tyres. That's not a bad time in the Jag either. Just quietly. We've got the Goat in third, Artie Thumps in fourth, V8's in fifth.
Morgan Davey to second,
Yeah,
Corgan third,
Corgan
Rockman to
third.
fourth. Where's Brocky? Here he comes. Brocky 8th with a 59.8.
So Diego's pitted. Eighth.
Ducks to 4th.
Ducks to
Brocky's to
4th.
9th now. I expect him to go higher than that,
Yeah.
but he's out there in fresh air by himself at the moment too. He does not have a tow. I don't know if that's going to affect it or not.
Let's be honest, it's a sidewall. He's probably got
No, it's true.
857 in it, if anything.
Well, we've got to remember too, though, this is a track that sort of definitely works its way into the Alfa Romeo and the Porsche as well, the little cars.
Yeah, that's true. So Troy's got a nice little tow from Morgan as well in front of him.
Good spot to be.
He's going to be loving life.
Look at the FSR boys again too.
Yeah.
So you got Corgi and Kerry Raikkonen. These two are just attached to the hip at the moment. Last couple of races they've been ran together. They've just sat there together.
These guys do all the FIA races too. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that FSR prefix, I'm not sure what it actually stands for, but it is the team that they both race for in FIA. It's an international team too, I believe.
Oh wow.
Has a...
Oh no!
Whoa, Davey just lost it.
Jeez, Morgan. You can't do that in front of Troy, for God's sake.
Yeah, he's just got out of the way, he's pulled over, let them all through.
Well done. So Deflo's in.
I reckon you'll find these guys will mostly all pull into the pits this lap anyway now. Unless they're up a substantial amount on their lap. I think you probably see Troy pull in.
Yeah.
So he got blocked pretty bad there.
Yeah, here he comes. They're all in.
Yeah, in they come. Interesting to see what Brocky does here too, because he's in. Okay, so he's going to leave it all for a Hail Mary into the qualifying session. He does do a pretty good Hail Mary though, old Brocky.
Yeah, he's not bad at it, is he?
Last time we saw him down this slow, he just suddenly popped up into 2 or 3, or with a ridiculous pole lap. So keep an eye on him.
So we've only got. So we've got Diego's gets a 1 spot penalty.
Yeah, Diego gets a 1 stop penalty for missing the test starts, and Artie Thump gets a 4x for not being registered again.
Yeah.
And the 2 Red Mist Racing boys will be on the back row, so it looks like they're going to be TJ 13 and Adam 14, because Adam hasn't even tried to do a lap yet, so I reckon TJ's probably going to get the nod for 13, so he's actually put a lap in, sort of. Yeah, no, he's doing nice, slow, not worse than those tyres.
Everybody's on and out lap by the looks of it.
Yeah. Just going down the field to see if anybody else. No, TJ just set another lap. It was a 2:07.6.
Oh, geez.
Good lap there for TJ.
Yeah, well done, mate.
You need to calm down.
Yeah. let someone else have a turn, mate.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jimmy, you might be lucky here. Artie might only get a 2 grid spot penalty at this stage because he's currently 11th on the grid, so he can only go back as far as 12.
Yeah, that's good.
Because he won't go back behind TJ and Adam because they have to have a rear of the grid start.
Yeah, that's right, Wobble.
Well, they've got the same penalty as he does, just they've got another week stacked on top of theirs. So if you were to forget again next week, don't do it. Your boys would end up with the back of the grid start. If Womble was to forget again, his boys don't get to compete in the next race, which would really suck because we're going to Bathurst.
So lift your game, Womble. Come on, mate.
I don't think Womble's going to forget again, to be perfectly honest.
No, I dare say.
It's one of those things that he's probably got it tattooed inside of his eyelids.
So we've got 4 cars all grouped together here again. We've got the FSR boys, we've got the GOAT, and I think is that D4?
Cruising.
No, Cruising in front
Cruising
of
just above him. Quietly punching himself around there in P7 at the moment.
Nice job there from Cruising. I think we missed him at the start as well, so Cruising in the second of the racing car right legends outfits.
Diego sets another lap, gets himself off the back of the grid. He is now 13th. He said a 2:18. I don't think he's bothered to settle up either, to be honest.
Yeah. So Troy's working pretty hard here on the lap. In the little Auto 1 Porsche.
Wobbles says, forget what? What's he not forgetting?
Oh, he's down. Keep an eye on Brocky. We'll see where he's at.
He's currently 9th. I'm just keeping an eye on him as we head towards split 1.
Alright, so D-Flow's coming up. He's around the last hairpin. TJ needs to settle down. He's 6/10ths quicker than he was last lap. And this is the final lap too, so
This is it.
it's all run and done. D-Flow will be the first across the line, so we'll keep an eye on him. Comes down to the last complex now.
Oh, bit of a slide there, you see that? Another one.
Ooh,
He's definitely got that thing biased to the rear for brakes.
not going to be quick enough.
He got off the gas coming down the hill there too.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Cheeky.
100%. Yes, Brocky is 9th at the moment.
I expect him to come up. Artie improves, speedy tyres improves. Artie got to 6th.
Yeah, that's a good job from
Great
Artie.
job.
Yeah.
That's
That upsets
going
me
to put him
even
bid to 10th.
Alright, so we keep
Okay, so
Brocky here. Last lap.
Corky, Raikkonen and Nuxton improve. Oh, Nuxton's just set across the line. He might improve here.
Corgi's up to 3rd.
Nux goes to 2nd. Davey goes to 2nd. Corky goes to 4th.
So Brocky now is out of the last corner. How's he looking? Gets up
59,
to
5th
5th.
position.
Wow, so there you go.
He took 0.6 of a second out of his lap in that last hot lap there, so definitely did his trademark late dash to it. That gets to about where he would want to be anyway. He wants to be, basically, everybody else isn't really an issue. He's got to worry about Corgi and Corgi only.
Yeah. So with the 4-spot penalty, I believe that'll drop Artie down
Artie to 11th.
11th. So Speedy Tyres Cruising, V8 and Mountain Goat will come up a spot. But pole goes to D-Flow. And I think he did that. That was his first flying lap too, wasn't it? At 58.5.
Yep, that was it.
So run and done. TJ sets 2-minute 5.5. Jeez, needs to settle down. Needs to save that car. So we just who are we waiting on? No,
Artie's in the pits.
Artie's in the pits.
So I've got to wait for the time to run out, unfortunately. 30 seconds to go. So yeah, that'll have Artie back to 11th, which isn't so bad, I guess. And Diego's not going to move. He's already 12th, so he won't use grid spot penalty. Just dissolves into thin air because he can't go any further back than the back row. Those two guys are cemented back there as it is. So the grid pretty much is as it is, except Artie drops behind Mountain Goat. Everyone else pops up a spot. Not too bad, really. I'll send that little grid spot photo to myself just so I've got it ready to go. Let me get this set up nice and quick. Oh, excuse me, for them tonight. Alright, so we're going to red flag this one. I've already told them, we'll see how long it takes them to figure it out.
I think they'd be used to it by now.
Yeah, it's a pretty common thing, unfortunately, at the moment with server issues and lobby issues and all kinds of issues here, there, and everywhere. So
So while he's sitting down there in the background, Braddles has joined us. Hope you've got a nice comfy seat down there in the box, mate. FSR is a team based out of Hong Kong. It was pretty big in Asia. One needs to not forget to register as drivers, so do that tomorrow, mate.
two left the room, it's just not going to start.
No.
A couple stuck on the grid. Awesome.
Yeah.
Three about to decide and have a bit of a race of it for 40 minutes, I guess. Come on, lads.
Yeah, please help us out, guys, and don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, and if you like what you see here and like what we're all about, please do subscribe as well. It helps us out a lot. Guys are out there doing practice laps. Alright, we got a game crash. Still going around? It sounds like they're still going around.
Yeah, they are.
It's a bit silly.
That'll fix them.
Alright, so we'll have another quick look at the points.
Can't get them to exit the track, I'll just shut the room down out from underneath them.
Yeah, there you go, that fixes it.
Deary me.
So I think basically Brocky can wrap it up tonight, correct? If he hasn't already.
The championship?
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Someone's bound to tell me, hopefully. But he's got 20 points over Corgi. And D-Flow's got a good start there. He's off pole. So he'll grab himself a couple of extra spot points for that. And then we've got to keep an eye on Adam and TJ coming through from the back as well. TJ did inform me that he's putting a steel bumper on the Ferrari tonight, so keep an eye on him if you're in front. What else? Was there a community race this week, Lucas?
I believe so.
I believe so as well. So don't forget, if you want to join the community, get around it. And keep an eye out on the communities thread in the Discord, and Chase will be able to help you out there with everything you need. Just put the address up for it.
Let's get these guys come back in, and then I'll set this grid real quick. We're running a little bit behind schedule now.
Got another game crash as well. Good old GT Sport, hey, you're gonna love it.
It's 14 out of 16, so we're almost there. Oh, you're not in here yet either, are you?
Oh, sorry.
What are you going to do? Show everybody the menu, main menu?
Yes.
This guy's is Gran Turismo.
Still on the points at the moment, so we're safe.
25. So does it 20-point lead at the moment? Rocky has. That's a pretty decent sized lead still.
Yeah, it's not bad, eh?
So Corgi's going to need to get in front and stay in front, and hopefully there's some cars between him and Brocky. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think the Cyborg is going to be stuck to him like glue tonight, whether they finish first and second or not.
Yeah, I think...
that's everybody in.
I think he'll just sit behind him, if anything, because that's all he really has to do, doesn't he?
Yeah, he only has to stay in contention with Corgi tonight, so doesn't even need to beat him really.
No, that's right. Just waiting on a couple more guys to jump in their cars.
One more to get in the car. Right, I'll just quickly set this grid and we'll be ready to rock and roll, guys. Wouldn't be a Sector 1 race without some sort of delay. Unfortunately these days.
That's right, absolutely.
What you can do about it. Let's see if straight into a game that is several years old now. Mr. Corgi is way out
there. Diego's fan club, 17 minutes and you can swear about GT Sport failures.
I don't swear.
No, I don't swear either. Just don't watch a test strip.
Don't watch me playing Call of Duty or waiting for
you did well tonight, Scooter, mate. You definitely had the pace there before you unfortunately left us, but that is once again the joys of the internet.
Alright,
it's
so
a very fickle thing.
Thumb goes down to position 10. Alright, so the grid is Defo and Knuckles on the front row. Is that right? That's not right. Why is that like that? I'm missing someone. Who's jumped out? Mr. Davey. Come on, Mr. Davey. We just got to set the race off with Etch on the grid. That would have been a bad start.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen the big boss at D's racing a pair yet, so he's about tonight. I'm sure he'll jump in a bit later on.
Do not exit the track again, guys, because every time you do that, it shuffles you to the back of the grid. You don't want me to do that again. Alright, so the grid tonight has D-Flow and Davey starting off the front row. Row 2 sees Knuckles and Corgi. Row 3 is Brocky and Kimi Raikkonen. Row 4 is Speedy Tyres, good qualifying from the Jaguar there, out of P7, with Cruz next to him in the Alfa Romeo. V8 starts out of 9th with Mountain Goat in 10th. Hardy Thump with his grid place penalty starts out of 11th. Diego 12th with his grid spot penalty. And TJ and Adam off the back row with their grid spot penalties. We're good to go.
Very good.
Everybody's on track. We are going to roll the dice. Hopefully this works out, everybody. Time to pray to whoever it is you pray to, as this all works.
Alright, here we go. Group A. The Next Level Racing Touring Car Championship. Round 5. From Alsace. D-Flow and Morgan Davey off the front row. Knuckles in third, so he's looking to keep up with the appearances of his much better teammate. Alright, here we go.
See lights, see lights.
4 lights, 5 lights, and we're off. On board with Lucky. Marcus Oh, sorry, smokes the tyres a little bit as well. It's a good little start though in the Alpha. Tries around the outside of Morgan. Not quite going to get it done because of the flash on the way through.
He gave Morgan a flash.
Yeah.
I don't think he liked that much.
No. Corgi's right behind him now. Right, he's sitting in there. Watching brief at P5.
The 3 wide in the background there.
Oh, they're playing for keeps down the back already. Big guns
the Ferrari's on the move.
spots there. Adam's made a few spots up already. He's having a big look at cruising. He's going to get that done as well, so that's a great start from Adam. So we head up the front now, and Defo and Morgan have already got a little gap back to Knuckles in third. Sprocky runs a little bit wide there.
Tipped on the black stuff, luckily.
Yeah. They come through NASCAR now. Morgan tries the shallow line and Defo does the opposite.
Shout out to Speedy Tyres too, currently 6. He's got up a spot, he's jumped Kiwi Raikkonen at some point in the first part of the lap.
That's a great start from Speedy Tyres in the big Jag.
Actually, look at Diego's at 9th, so both the Jags are moving forward. Oh, Troy's gone backwards, Troy's at the back.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. We won't say it. We won't say it. So, great start from the Jags though. Check out up the front now as they come around now to complete the first lap.
Karen said to the chat guys, he just went, oh my god, his substitute driver got 4th. You did a great job too there, Karen.
Yeah.
You're about to shout him a deeds or, well, half a deeds. Yeah. Depends how much you want to spend.
Yeah. And good luck getting them out of that car too.
Yeah. I don't know if that doesn't send shivers up the Group A field for the Super Cup next season. Oh, not the Super Cup, the other one.
Challenge?
The Challenge Cup next season. I don't know what will.
Corgi
makes a move on Knuckles. He just leant on him a little bit there too. Knuckles just held it right around the outside. He's going to get the inside for the next corner.
Bucky runs wide as well.
I hope I'm losing in the background. One's lost a big time back there. Who is it? Adam. Oh no.
Oh no. See if we can catch it.
Saw that telltale of the little.
I think he's had it coming together with Artie Thumb.
Oh dear. Day gets worse for both those guys.
Yeah.
Karen says he's going to buy him the next limited 4-pack. Big spender.
Yeah, I'll say. Maybe I should get a job at Deeds.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Actually, no, I'll be fine, thanks.
Anyway, back up the fronts. And Morgan Davies managed to get around Deflate. So.
Oh, yes, too. I didn't even notice that.
I think Karen's just gone up another couple of decibels in the party chat as well.
There you go, Karen.
Yeah.
Good night for Deeds so far.
Very good night for Deeds so far. And Knuckles is starting to catch up to D-Flow as well. These guys are pretty close to the championship too, so I wouldn't expect to see D-Flow rolling over at any stage.
Oh, good little battle starting to brew here too. You got the Speedy Tyres, Kiwi Raikkonen and the Mountain Goat. The kid is in 8th now.
Wow. A little Hyundai they could.
I actually like the progress that Deathgrip Racing's made with the Hyundai so far. They come into it late after trying to get the Mercedes to work for them, but it just didn't happen. It's not a bad little package, but coming out of that big heavy Mercedes into the little nimble Hyundai is probably not going to be a good transition to begin with. So
they did well at the Red Bull ring with it. I think it was the other Tyrone just absolutely spanked the field at the Red Bull ring on his first outing in the wet. So
definitely a good little car anyway.
He's definitely doing very well to keep up with the big supercharged Jag and the big V10 Viper in front of him.
It's just purple that second sector as well in the little Hyundai. So he's getting a good toe from that whopping great Viper rear wing in front of him. Look at the size of the wing on the Viper.
It's
punching a hole through the air for him.
TJ's managed to make up a few spots as well.
Hey!
He's at 9th. And,
Kids can still cross up. They're side by side in the Viper and the Jag now.
let's have a look.
Viper goes to the crisscross. What a move!
Gets it done as well. That's a great little move.
Oh, sold Speedy the outside line, and as Speedy just drifted wide to cover the outside, he crissed it over and went for the inside line.
Speedy's
Now Speedy's
going to
gonna
look.
put the pressure on into the hairpin. He backs them
on the
all up.
outside. Kids on the outside. Not quite. TJ's having a great little scrap with cruising behind these guys as well.
The battle for the lead's about held up too. So
Okay, we'll head back up the front. So Corgi and Brocky are
Adam's
just...
lost it again.
Oh no. Big time. He's having a shocker tonight.
Yeah, rough day at the office for Adam.
So Morgan's out in front. The RCLL, LCLL cars are behind him. I probably shouldn't have done that. We got Corgi in 4th and the black lights McLaren. Xenox on the side of that, I believe. Is that correct?
It is correct. It's on the lead here.
There we go.
Defo around the outside. Morgan Davey goes in really deep, then runs him out towards the fence.
He's got to be careful of that. Deflo's got the inside though.
He leans on him a little bit there, but look at the Porsche on the outside. Holds on there, holds on
he's
there.
gone,
runs
he's
it
gone.
road.
Pulls out in front of Knuckles. Go on, Knuckles, big dive.
This is a good little battle, this.
And McLaren's closing as well.
Yeah, I expect Brocky to be there shortly as well. He's just taking it easy there in 5th at the moment.
Tell you what,
He doesn't.
Kiwi Raikkonen's bringing speedy tyres in the kit with him as well.
Yeah. Oh, Morgan's car has had a big glitch there too.
Yeah, saw that.
Oh, into the fence. Oh,
Another glitch.
Oh dear. He's on that inside line now as well. He's starting to stutter.
That's worrying. Yeah, way too many L's pedals I know. Never mind. So it's D-Flow in front, Morgan Davey in 2nd with a question mark. We've got Knuckles in 3rd. Corgi's dropped off these guys momentarily. Morgan Davey's still wide.
He's using some interesting angles there. He's taking some. Working for him though still. He's still there, so. When was the first stop in the first race? 30-minute mark, wasn't it? So from the end of this lap.
Something like that, in the end of this lap, yeah. Whether somebody tries the undercut.
They're back on the sheep stations from 7th and 9th and back.
Yeah.
Look at these guys, nose to tail.
TJ cruising the World Championship for 9th spot. Troy's Big Guns has managed to make a few spots up as well. Cruising will be loving this, won't he? He loves the Ferrari, does cruising. Won't like so much looking at the back of it, but...
He loves the scrap though, cruising. He's one of those guys that really enjoys having a bit of a battle.
End of lap 6 was the first stop.
Oh, he's going around the outside of him.
The outside. Have a look at that.
Get it done. Oh,
wow.
couldn't pull it up. TJ, crisscross.
Yeah.
Great racing, guys. And clean too. No touching at all.
Here comes Artie Thumb now. Catching up to these guys. Bringing Big Guns with them too. This is what it's all about.
There's danger signs at the front here. The front three are just starting to edge away. Corky's trying to hold on to it, but I can see the sidewalk is just starting to drift back towards Raikkonen at the moment. He does not want to drift back into that pack.
D-Flow's got himself a nice little gap here too. He's 1.3 seconds up the road from Knuckles, he's gotten around Morgan as well. So we missed that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I was just down at the hairpin there. He got the inside run on him. Just looking at the tyre at the moment. Obviously the Alphas are pretty good for tyres still. And then you go back. Morgan's definitely worked that Porsche hard. Kiwi's about the... Corky's about the same.
They're in.
Brocky
Here they
about the
come.
same again.
So D-Flow, Knuckles and Morgan have all come in.
Oh, they've all gone in for the undercut. Everyone else has gone around again.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Were they watching the first race? I probably would have slipped in behind them, to be honest.
Well, the Porsche and the Alphas are the faster of the two cars. Are the faster, and they look after their tyres a fair bit as well. So.
Definitely their track, this one.
Yeah.
Let's look at the tyre where they've come out in 6th and back. So they've split the pack, so they're in front of TJ, who hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah. Knuckles went for the big cover there on Morgan as well.
Yeah, Morgan's definitely on the back of Knuckles again. He goes for, he tries the crisscross there. Knuckles is wise to it.
Just a little left halfway through the corner.
Kiwi Raikkonen's right on the back bumper of Brocky now as they go around the back end of the circuit.
We'll jump up and we'll have a look.
That Viper's actually been pretty strong around here, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Nobody really thought the Viper would be that strong here.
Scooter was doing quite well in it in the B race until he unfortunately had a mechanical.
It struggled to turn in there though. So the Ferrari had no trouble with the big Viper, just
Do it.
almost changed lanes trying to steer across.
Gets to back out a little bit as well. The kid's having a real big crack at speedy tyres in 7th as well.
It's great to see Speedy Tyres and the kid back up the pointy end of A, where they belong. Both had a pretty rough season, but again, into the RSR next season as well, so everybody in the same car should level that out a bit. Get the right guys back up the pointy end.
Right, let's see. Rocky managed to get around Raikkonen there. Whether that was planned or not. So the goat's gone around.
D-Flow's already gone past the pit lane.
So D-Flow's going to get the goat coming around here as well. Jeez, I don't know about that. That's risky.
Wow, that undercut has just killed everybody else's race.
Yeah.
So D-Flow, Morgan Davey and Nux are now 2.9 seconds clear of Corgi. So he just lost 2.1 seconds worth of gap. He was 0.8 behind them as they went in. That's how much that undercut's hurt him. But it's 3.2 seconds back to the Brocky, who's got big issues from Kiwi Raikkonen at the moment.
Big issues.
Brocky can afford to lose another spot here in touch with Corgi, but he can't afford to go back too far. Especially if there's a disconnection at the front and one of those front guys disappear and Corgi ends up on the podium.
Just seems to be doing what he needs to do out there, really, doesn't he? He doesn't look like he's pushing the car very hard.
He's just got to stay in touch with Corgi, that's all. He's got to stay in the next couple of positions from him just to stay. He can lose points, just lose a bit of the gap. He will put more pressure on himself for Bathurst, but again, though, it's still a 20-point gap, so he's got a little bit of breathing space.
Jump back up the front. Knuckles is all over Morgan. Goat still hasn't come in yet either, so I dare say
He's
probably
running
want
really
to come
long.
in this lap. He's struggling now. There he is. So that'll probably drop him a fair way down the field too, because
He's going to drop like a rock now.
Brocky and FSR here in 6th, 5th and 6th.
Corgi's going to have to be careful at the main. He's not drop much more space either because D-Flow's third in the championship at the moment. He's leading by quite a margin and has the fastest lap.
And D-Flow got pole as well, so...
And pole, so he's going to sweep tonight if anything goes the way he wants it to. So he's going to actually close up a bit on Corky as well. So this actually is going to tighten up a little bit towards the final round.
So we're down here with TJ and ninth. The red missed Ferrari. They got the goat just in front of him. And then we got Cruisin, we got V8 and Artie Thump down to 12th spot. And then we've got Diego who's fallen off the rear since the start. Rhino. Oh, lucky. V8 half drawed it.
It's having a good little battle there with Artie at the moment.
It's a great little battle here with Artie. Artie gives a little greatest gift he can give him with time by going off there.
I think this is a matter of time in between Kiwi Raikkonen and Brocky as Kiwi Raikkonen looks to the outside.
There it is.
Not where you're going to want to get a pass on.
Looks better of it.
He's been playing Morse code in the back of that Ferrari for the last lap or so, just tapping away on the back bumper.
That Ferrari, I'm surprised at how strong those fibres are around here.
They've actually surprised a few people this season since they came in. You see them as big, heavy, slow, and it just, they've got that ridiculous amount of punch out of the corners, huge torque.
Yeah. He's right on the
Look
back
at him
of
leaning
the
to that back
rail.
bumper. Trying the outside. What Cyborg should be able to pull it up on the apex there, just slowing up a bit.
Oh,
as
he's
Kiwi
got a
tries
good
the
run
outside
out of
again.
there.
He's on the outside again though. Trying to tuck it in. Here it comes around the outside again. Geez, that fiber's got a top end on it. He's on the inside this time though. Should be able to get this done.
Yeah, he's got it done. Nice work from Kiwi there.
And the only thing Kiwi should do now is try and back Brocky up to speedy tyres. As Brocky goes back down the inside.
Wow.
Nice bit of racing there. Corky's caught this battle too, guys, between Nux and Davies. This could be interesting for the championship. Because Morgan Davies actually backing Knuckles up to Corky now, as Defo's just bolted off to 3.2 seconds down the road. So this is actually becoming a bit of a two-prong sort of race now. We've got Corky catching the front second and third, so potential podium, and you've got Brocky battling away with Raikkonen at the moment, which this could be a huge point swing in one or two directions at the moment, especially with Defo leading the way quite comfortably at the moment. So we could see three cars very close together into the final round at Bathurst.
Awesome, which is exactly what we want.
Exactly what we want, yep.
So Kiwi hasn't managed to get around Brocky again.
This battle and the slow on the pair of them down, though, they've dropped to 5.5 seconds off the back of Corgi now. They've lost a couple of seconds in about 3 laps. As you can see in the distance there, Corgi has caught the Alfa Romeo of Knuckles. He's actually doing better than Knuckles for tyre wear too, because Knuckles went early. So you've got to remember too, Knuckles and Morgan Dave are on the back end of their stint now.
Oh, and they both run wide.
So Corgi's on him. As this battle between Brocky and Raikkonen is still raging here. And speedy tyres are starting to close up on these two. He's now 1.3 seconds behind and closing in. He'd be loving this here in the Jag at the moment.
Absolutely.
And the Jag's actually in much better shape than the two cars in front, as he just goes a little wide there.
That Brocky's definitely making that Ferrari wide, isn't he? Knows exactly where to put it. Knows exactly where to lift off.
Well, you don't win 7 championships for no reason. He definitely knows his way around the steering wheel. He knows how to battle. He knows how to put the car, and he's one of those guys that can do, like I keep saying, the photocopier laps. He does the same lap over and over and over again. There are a couple of guys that can do that. I'm not one of them.
No, me either. Not by a long shot.
This little battle's starting to heat up for third now, though. Corby's now right on top of Knuckles.
He's having a look.
Coming.
No.
Oh, that would have been a brave move down the hill.
Knuckles coming a little bit too there.
Just see that tyre wear advantage on the McLaren at the moment. He's able to turn inside of the Alfa Romeo. Oh, Kiwi Rocket slapped the wall.
Oh no.
He's caught it up. He got it caught up. Didn't damage the car, luckily.
Let's see if we can have a
He
look.
just asked a bit much from it coming down the hill there.
Just at the kink. Didn't cost him too much time though, so yeah, able to press on.
He's going around the inside. He's got him.
Done.
Yep, gets the inside. Knuckles breaks nice and early and tries to get the slick shot. Chris crosses on. He's on the outside now though.
Tell you
So
what,
Corgi should hold him out.
they're pretty close to Morgan as well.
That Alpha's rapid around the outside line there, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Wow. He's going to have the inside of the next corner. This is a good little dice now. Nice bit of racing room given for both drivers there. Corgi tucks right in on the back bumper.
Oh no, he's gone! Oh!
Oh dear.
Ooh, there'll be some emotion attached to that for sure.
Oh no.
So that puts Brocky now up to 4th. And it knocks lifts everyone. And Kerry Raikkonen to 5th. And now...
Nux is still 6th.
Yeah.
He's in touch still. And he'll be steaming under the helmet right now.
Yeah, that was messy.
Was it a push? Did you think it's a push?
I don't think so. Well, we didn't have the right camera angle for it either, so...
Yeah, I'd like to see a replay of that one there. I dare say we'll probably be visiting the stewardess office though.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
You better write that one down.
There may have been a bit of contact there. I can't see any marks on the front of Kiwi's car, but again though, on the front of Corgi's car, sorry, but this is Gran Turismo 2 though. You can probably hit the fence and not put a mark on it.
Kerry Raikkonen now is having another big look at Brocky.
The funny thing is now is Knuckles is about to be in that battle with Rocky and Kerry Raikkonen as well, which is going to make that even more spicy. As Raikkonen tries the outside and the crisscrossing. Cyborg just parks on the apex again.
And I don't think Knuckles will be as unforgiving, shall we say, as these other two are.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, I think he'll be a bit
He'd be
red.
steamed, I reckon.
Yeah.
I dare say I'll probably get a message from him at some point this evening asking the age-old question.
Just leave it till tomorrow, mate. You'll be fine. So D-Flow's 5.2 seconds up the road from Morgan Davey now.
Yeah, he's walking away now, D-Flow.
He's done. That's that one. Job done.
He's done his last 2 laps outside the 2-minute mark now, so he's pushing the stint quite long. Tyres are getting pretty worn, but he's obviously in no trouble at all, so he can run long here. I reckon he's going to run long, put a short stint in the end and run another lap record.
So Corgi's running 3rd with the world's biggest asterisks.
Yep.
Rocky's managed,
Oh, look, you know,
Rocky's
if he's helped him
managed
off
to,
the road there.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
No, we'll take the penalty if there's a penalty there. I'm not going to argue with it. If he's helped him off the road there, then that's going to be a what do they call it? A collision penalty plus a did not redress penalty. So it's going to sting pretty hard, I think. So
Rocky's managed
is
to
what
pull
it is.
away from Kerry Raikkonen a fair bit here too. It's the gap's nearly at a second now, so.
Just looking at the tyre wear in those two cars as well, the Ferrari seems to be using the tyres a little bit more than the Viper at the moment, especially with the backs. The Viper, surprisingly, you'd think that the Viper would use its back tyres up, but it seems to be pretty good. Because D-Flow goes in, 15 minutes to go, so that was a fairly long second stint there for D-Flow, because they were one of the early ones in.
Yeah. Corgi stays out. That's interesting.
These guys all run to their own strategy, don't they?
Yeah.
Knuckles goes in as well. So with this undercut attempt here too, I reckon Knuckles is probably going to jump some of these. Oh, listen, Morgan Davey comes right at him behind Speedy Tyres. Where did D-Flow come out? 2nd position.
Wow.
So he's jumped everybody and he's already stopped. That's how far down the road he was.
That's crazy. It's a short stop here too. It's not a very big travel time through the pits either.
Looks Looks like the chat's having a bit of a discussion about the incident there.
Yeah. That's good. That's what we like to see.
Tell you who would have been rubbing his hands together there, though, was Brocky, I reckon.
Yeah.
He'd see that incident ahead there and go, righto, that's what I need for the championship right now.
Yeah, that's it.
There's my main championship competitor there with an asterisk over his name for the race. Potential penalty, which will all but steal the championship, I'd say.
Corgi now, 1.4 seconds up the road from Deflo. He's just chunking time
walking
out of him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's just walking this in. But again, though, these guys that keep saying the Alpha's too fast. You wait for next round at Bathurst, it's going to struggle. So we'll take our medicine here at a track that's definitely there in their favour. But they're going to struggle at Bathurst, guys. So don't stress too much. That car can't climb the hill for anything.
No.
So you watch them; they'll get passed up the hill quite a bit, I reckon. I expect the Viper to be strong at Bathurst, to be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely a front engine, rear wheel drive track, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And the Viper's got that massive set of legs on it, where it can get down the straight.
Alright, so here we go. Corgi's in. Deflo will resume the lead of the race.
Expect Brocky in as well. Here he comes. Kiwi's in.
Kiwi's in.
Sweaty tyres. The kid goes around again like he did the first time. Where's Nux?
Knuckles is safe at the moment. He's coming out of the last turn. Looks like Adam's coming in with Artie Thump as well.
Where's Nux in relation to?
So Knuckles is going to come out behind Kiwi, right? In an air.
Yep. About where he was when he went in, to be honest. A bit closer.
Yep.
But there or thereabouts. So I reckon he may jump these two. And probably cross the line fourth. With a asterisk over the top of Corgi in P3. So
who's going to get held up here big time from the kid?
Yeah. The kid's going to back him up here.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's going to get out of the way, I think. Maybe.
No.
No.
Corgi
He does not.
tries the outside. Oh,
Hey.
we've seen that go wrong already. He was nearly on the receiving end that time. This is a great little battle.
It is, isn't it?
It is for position, so he's quite entitled to it.
Exactly right. He's got no pressure to let him go past. He can battle him all the way if he wants to.
Yeah, looks like Corgi's got the job done.
Yeah, the Hyundai's got no front tyres left at all. So.
He was on the brakes going to there for a long time, so
Looks like Rocky's come out of this alright, actually, to be honest. He's now put 1.6 seconds on Kiwi Raikkonen. So he's got himself back into that space.
I don't think
He's
he'll
not
get-
that far behind Corky, to be honest.
He's not going to get stuck behind the kid either, because I dare say the kid will come in this lap. Would be silly
He's
not
probably
to.
a bit far behind to catch him up, but he's closed that gap up to Corky a bit.
He's still
Where's Nux?
What's that?
Nux is closing in on Kiwi Raikkonen now.
Just under 11 minutes to go, so or just over 11 minutes, sorry. Just under. Let's go with that. So he's got a little bit of time there to drive up to him if he needs to.
3.7 seconds. It's a big gap.
Yeah.
Especially chases on to the calibre of Corgi. FIA level driver here. But we've seen the Cyborg pull all kinds of miracles out of his hat before, so you never know. He just did a 58. I know it must have been an outlap, surely 58.3. It was an outlap.
Yeah,
I was just like, wait, what? But his outlap was against Corgi's. Corgi did a 59.5 outlap against Brocky's 58.3. That's how much of a difference that little bit of held up that Corgi had.
So Knuckles is not really making an impression on the big Viper yet.
Deflo just reset the lap record there with a 58.9 race lap.
Yeah, 100%.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I did a 2.9 today, and I thought I was pretty happy with that.
I haven't even done a lap yet. I'm too scared. This track sucks.
Oh, there's a good battle going on down here. The World Championship for 9th spot again.
Oh wow!
3 wide.
It's the kid after his long stint.
Yeah.
TJ and tell you what, TJ cruising
too.
and the kid. These guys are not going to give an inch, are they? Look at this little Cruiser's on the brakes
shit.
mid corner. See, Cruiser would have laid him out if he hadn't braked then.
This is fantastic.
Tell you what, Cruiser Deval would have just straight served him then.
Yeah, 100%.
Shows how much he's matured as a driver in the last couple of seasons. Because Cruiser, and I remember from back in the day when he just went straight through Mountain Goat then and just kept moving him out of the way.
I'll tell you what, he's got a good run here.
He does. He's
gonna-
blocked by that
TJ's
Ferrari.
gonna hold him up
Zordlin. Yeah. That's going to go three wide down the hill again.
No, come on. TJ keeps
Great
it for
battle.
now.
Oh,
The Alpha's just so nimble, isn't it?
isn't it? Yeah, it looked like he slapped the wall there, but he managed to get the front end back round.
So the kid's got the freshest rubber of the three for sure, but
Yeah, he's got brand new tyres on that. Okay, Nux has caught Kerry Raikkonen now. Nux versus Brocky will be a juicy meatball too if he can get around Kerry Raikkonen.
definitely brought that gap down, hasn't he? Speedy Toys down there in 7th. Give him a little bit
Good
of
racing,
time.
Speedy.
Yeah, they're all by himself.
Now this is about where I'd put Speedy anyway, in normal machinery. They'd be obviously be closer together all in the same car.
Yeah.
But Speedy Tyres was around was well inside the top
Look
10 for
at
pace.
this. Cruising. TJ and the kid.
They're backing themselves up to Adam at the moment, so they're starting to close in on them.
Yeah.
Over that terrible start to the race. As Nux gets around Kerry Raikkonen there, decisive move down the inside.
See if we can get it.
He's got to cover this big legs and the Viper down the hill. Look at this. Now he's got to set up after the sub on 1.3 seconds. This is the gap.
It's not too big of a gap anymore, is it?
You'll start chunking time out of the Ferrari now, I think. Rocky's managed to close in a bit on Corky as well. Not by much, but he's started to take a little time out of him.
There's he 4.8 seconds down the road from Corgi. Lux has got that gap back down to just under a second.
He's closing in quick here.
And the worry too would be if he brings Kiwi Raikkonen with him.
Yeah.
If he has a big dive.
We're going to see a decent battle here, I reckon, for the back end of the podium. Or potentially the back end of the podium, pending Stewart's inquiry. Look at Kiwi though, he's on him again. How good is it? Little tiny Alpha, nimble Alpha versus the big brawling Viper. Chuck a Ferrari doing to be about perfect, I reckon.
Stick with this one. I think it's the juiciest battle we've got going on at the moment.
Oh, yeah, just let him lose it again. No, almost, he just caught it. He's having a man tonight in that red Ferrari.
Yeah. Has he got V8 for company back down there with him, or is he all
V8's having a muck around at the back of the field with Diego at the moment. Those guys are having a bit of a ring-ding-dinger for 14th position. 13th and 14th they're fighting for. They're having a great old battle there, Jag versus Porsche.
Have a look at this. Yeah, great little scrap.
Just cross back to this battle for 4th as they've caught Brocky now. They're 0.5 of a second off him. So there's going to start to be different lines here from the sidewalk as he starts to cover.
How much better are the tyres on the Alpha and the Viper? Oh, Brocky's not wide!
Brocky in the fence!
Oh, that's Knuckles! Thank you, sir! Here comes Cork,
That was
FSA,
uncharacteristic
Kiwi as well.
mistake there from the cyborg.
Kerry
Raikkonen. Oh, dives inside!
Brocky's locked the rears! Oh, wow!
Oh, that was close.
Raikkonen gives him a big tap.
Raikkonen got out of that then too because he dived down the inside there. He was on the bump on the lock stops trying to stop it, and he almost didn't get it stopped. So then he he ran himself out wide to get out of the way, but it looks like there's something wrong with the Souls car there because he's struggling to get the grip down.
Yeah, something's not right there.
The tyres look okay. They're actually better than Nux's tyres, go figure.
Yeah.
But he's struggling to get the grip down now. There's something wrong there. Maybe it's a rig malfunction or something. Maybe he's got a bit of a problem.
No, you definitely do not see that too often.
Nux is just blown out the gap.
Yeah.
1.6 seconds clear and running away now. Seems to have stabilised now for the Cyborg. Don't see mistakes like that very often at all. I would straight away think there's something wrong.
Maybe you missed the gear or something.
Maybe. Or something's come loose in the cockpit or something and it's just upset him a little bit through the back end of the circuit. Because it seems to have stabilised all right now. The car says to... Oh, big wobble there in mid-corner though. It's got no front end left in it. He's under pressure now from Raikkonen. Just looking at the tyre wear. Raikkonen's about the same for tyre wear. They're both 1.7 seconds off their fastest lap at the moment. These guys are in the 201s. Wow. Defoe's doing 59s.
Far out.
This is the battle now, this one here. Currently 5th position.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time too before Kiwi gets it.
Raikkonen. Oh, he has a look.
He's having a
Goes to the
look.
inside. Rocky's a
Oh,
master. He's too
no,
deep.
he's gone.
Oh.
Jeez. How did he manage to keep that?
Almost threw that away there. I was about to say he's the master of keeping that car in the middle. This could be another one of those, what I was saying, there's a grip glitch, low grip glitch that happens sometimes in pit stop races where the cars come out of the pits and just don't have any grip.
Yeah, just falling straight off the cliff.
Yeah, I feel like I had that issue last round myself. I was in the middle of the field for quite a bit of the race, and in the last stint I just could not get the car to turn. But just, you know, we won't base it off me either though, because I could have just fallen off a cliff myself at the same time. So it is what it is. For someone of the calibre of the Cyborg to be dropping this much pace, he's in a 202 previous lap.
Raikkonen's just going to have him. Speedy Tyres runs a little bit wide as well.
Speedy Tyres is just taking every bit of chunk he can to try and get that Jag up there. You can see what's going on. You can see he's reeling them in quite fast actually. He's pulled a second on him in the last couple of laps. So he's there. As we go 2 minutes to go.
So we're
just trying everything at the
once
moment.
more. So we'll head up the front. D-Flow's got a 9.3 second gap over.
Yeah, he's walking it now.
Yeah. Coggy is another 5 seconds down the road in third with the world's biggest asterisks. Knuckles will grab fourth quite comfortably, I think. But the battle for fifth is raging.
Yeah. Raikkonen needs to get this done, but he needs to be decisive about it too. He can't afford to tip the Cyborg into the fence. Because if he does that, they're both going to have to stop. That means Speedy Tyres is going to pounce on the pair of them.
Oh, look at that. Trying to
1 lap to go. Basically another 2:02.3 there. So these guys are slowing each other up.
Yeah. They're not going slow enough to back up that far to Speedy Tyres, though.
He's been trying too hard speed. He's to 2:03.8, so he's trying too hard. He's overcooked the car.
Oh, wow! Broncos lost the rears again.
Oh, I just saw that.
Kiwi Rock. Oh, he's gone.
Wide.
Oh, he's gone! Oh, no!
Oh, what a recovery! What a catch! Did you see that?
That was awesome.
What a grab!
Look at
Wow!
that. Let's have a look at that again. No, we missed it.
Oh, wow!
Missed the wrong
What
one.
a catch!
That was fantastic work, mate.
That's cat-like reflexes. That car was in the weeds.
Well,
That would, that'd have to save of the season. That would
100%.
unreal.
100%.
All right, up the front.
Here we go. Deflate. The world's most boringest race. Has not seen anyone except for when he pitted, basically.
I don't think you mind though when you know you're leading by 10 seconds.
No.
I don't think you really mind that it's a boring race.
No, you can have a cup of tea, talk to your
That's
missus
it,
on the
though.
radio, you know.
He's not really put a foot wrong. He's just started to slip into the mid 2 minute laps now, but
Started
gives it a
the
bit of
day
a
on
flick.
pole, gets the fastest lap of the race and the victory. So well done, Deflate, for Racing Cars Like Legends.
Morgan Davey second.
Morgan Davies going to come over second. Strong start.
He's
to
used
the
that
round.
car up too. He did a 2:03.1 at the end as well. So these guys are using the car up. Corgi third, but did a question mark.
Yeah.
Nuck was fourth. Kerry Raikkonen fifth. After a race-long battle with the Cyborg. Catch of the season for the Cyborg there to recover to sixth. That could have went pear-shaped.
Speedy tyres.
If he had
great
ended up in the
job.
fence.
Speedy to finish seventh. Mountain Goat
Adam got
finished up
ninth.
eighth. Yeah, Adam got ninth. Jeez.
What the heck happened there?
Harrison picks up 11th. TJ will get 10th. Artie will get 12th.
Diego,
And
13th.
Diego will get 13th. And Troy has already finished.
He's pitted again,
Oh, he's
Troy.
pitted again.
Looks of it. He's got some fresh boots on. I think he must have been going for the fastest lap or something.
So there he is. So D-Flow takes a clean sweep. So the little RCLL team have taken all the chocolates tonight. That little conglomerate they've got going on over there.
V8 went close to the fastest lap. He did a low 50, 58, 59. Sorry, almost got it.
Well done, D-Flow. Gets all the
Is that the
stars in
first-
the world as well.
Is that his first win for the season, Defo?
I believe... No, I'm
think it
pretty
is.
sure he's won
Better save that replay.
first
I think I'll
win
be
in
doing
4
some
races.
investigating later.
So probably not. Yeah, you better save that one. All right, so let's have a quick look at the race results. And it was D-Flow by 11 seconds in the end over Morgan Davey for Deeds Racing in the Chocolate Milkshake Porsche. Corky's going to finish third with the world's biggest asterisks. Knuckles is in fourth, not third. Excuse me. Kerry Raikkonen will finish fifth. Brocky will finish sixth with the save of the season. Speedy Tyres will finish seventh. That's a great result for the Jag. Mountain Goat will finish eighth. Adam will finish ninth. That's a great result from him considering he started from the back. TJ also started from the back, finished 10th. Cruising 11th. Artie Thump 12th. Diego came home 13th. And the Big Guns trying for the fastest lap at the end. Brings up the rear of the field. D-Flow got the fastest lap on lap 14, which was a 1:58.962. Well done.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's terrible. So there we go. Driver of the day, guys. Thanks for
That's a tough one.
sticking around. Yeah, it is. It's very tough.
You know who I'm going to give it to? Kelly Raikkonen.
Yeah.
For putting all that pressure on the championship leader the whole race, staying right on him the whole race, and not serving him up.
Yeah.
Like that was some fantastic racing from that little battle there. And for someone to stay that close to the Cyborg for the whole time, because normally you have the guys that will be in touch with him and then he'll do his Cyborg thing and get himself a bit of space. Great drive. Bit of shout out there to Speedy Tyres as well in the underperforming Jag to finish well inside the top 10 as well.
Yeah, 100%. It's a great drive from Speedy. Who have we got here? Speedy, race fan, Speedy, driver of the day. Diego's fan club. Hope you're doing well, guys. Nobody could call that race boring. Great dices all through the field. Womble, driver of the day, D-Flow. He was apparently, you were pushed right to the finish line. Filthy driver of the day, Corgi. Of course he'd say that. World's biggest
Of course
asterisk.
he would.
Yep. Alan Rook says, great racing, nice entertaining commentary in the booth. Thank you, sir. Womble says, thank you to Adam and TJ. You have been great this week.
Okay, I've got word from my pit boxes. The word from Corgi is, no, he rode the curb and spun himself.
Okay. All right, so there you go.
And he actually tried to rescue him by tapping the front fender and tried to turn him back around as he was sideways. So we'll see how it gets investigated, but that's the word from the Blacklight pit so far.
Dadson says, driver of the day, Kiwi. Of course he does. Stickers, driver of the day.
I'm going to go with Raikkonen as well. I thought to put that sort of pressure on the Cyborg, lap after lap after lap. You don't see that too often, and you don't see the Cyborg make a blue too often. So, yeah, I'd agree with Kiwi. It was a great drive.
I still think there's a mechanical failure of some description, or a server failure, or a lobby failure there, because someone of the caliber of Cyborg to end up in the mid 203s. There's something wrong there.
Possibly. But great racing anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's excellent to watch.
Racing.
It was definitely delivered for the track anyway. It was good.
Yeah, that track does seem to invoke some good dicing. It's got lots of different aspects to it.
Can you imagine when we go back there with Porsches that are about 3 foot wider?
Oh, it's going to be unreal.
About
there you go.
3 seconds lap faster.
Knuckles says the same, no contact. So, well done.
Appreciate that there, Sam, aka Lucky. It was nice of the Lucky's Lawn Care team to make sure they get back on top of that nice and quick. Save us all some stress.
Yep.
Well, he did a good job to get himself back up from there then, because that would have been really stressful to end up in that situation. And I tell you what, that's going to light the championship up on the way to Bathurst, because that's going to close that gap up for the lead.
Yeah,
D-Flow as well.
So D-Flow would have... Yeah.
He would have chunked time out of him, points out of the 2 leaders.
Yeah. He was, what is he, 13 points...
I'm just zipping back now to double check.
13 points back from Corgi in second, so I reckon he would have made up a fair chunk of that tonight.
Yeah, so Brocky's at 125, Corgi's on 105, and D-Flow's on 92. So 20 points between first and second, and another, 13 points.
Yeah.
Back to third.
I would dare say that Morgan will jump Adam as well.
Yeah, Adam ended up 6th though. He did come up through the field a bit. Or something silly. 9th. So he got inside the 10.
Yeah.
So interesting points there. Speedy Tyres is going to make some moves there with Counterpunch.
Yeah.
He's probably going to jump Maverick as well. TJ.
The kid might jump up a couple.
Yeah, so there's definitely some moving and shaking going on with the points. I think V8's in trouble. He might drop back to B.
Yeah.
He's got a bright future, that young Speedy Tyres, I reckon. Bright future.
Why would you say that, Stickers?
Oh, look, I got an eye for talent.
Oh, is that right? Oh, well. We'll leave it there. Debrief says, great call tonight, guys. Thank you, mates. What else have we got here? I think that's about it. Dadson says, driver of the day, Kiwi. We've been through that. Yeah, I think that'll just about do for tonight.
We got through it pretty well, considering GT tried to handbrake it all.
Yeah.
It was good.
Good old GT, thanks for coming. I'm actually really worried now. Did the confirmation today that GT7 is coming to PS4 and PS5, which is worrying me.
So I think what needs to happen now is that ACC need to get onto their livery department and tell them that they need to pull their finger out and make it good.
Alright, so the points have been updated now pending stewards reports, and the gap is 15 points. So Brocky's actually still got more of a gap than I thought he would.
What's the gap from second to third, though?
5 points.
Wow.
So D-Flowers took a chunk out of Corgi in that race.
Probably too little too late, though, going to Bathurst in the Alpha.
Tell you what, I think that saved of Rocky tonight, where he was completely round, a full 360 and caught it. That's probably saved his championship, that catch, I'd say, because if he had to end up backwards and finish in 9th, 10th, 11th or something like that, he would have been in well in trouble for the next round.
Yeah.
But considering he's still 15 points clear, if he has a solid run at Bathurst, which we know he can do, he might still have a hand on the championship yet. But it has closed right up as well, which makes this really exciting into the final round.
Well, we get to go to a final round to decide a championship, which is what we always want. So, what have we got? Touring car trophy next week. Stickers.
Yep.
Are we looking forward to that?
Better do some laps, I suppose.
Better do some
Yeah, me too.
Have not turned the wheel yet for some reason.
Neither
Been
have I.
busy doing other things. So.
You're still in Group A as well, Lucas, aren't you? Or have you,
Yeah. As much as I try not to be, I keep finding myself further and further into Group A.
Mate, you're doing very well in Group A this year. Very impressive. So, but that's what we've got to look forward to next week. I'm not sure who will be bringing you all the action. I'm not going to tell you actually, but also don't forget we've got community series on Thursday as well. So I think that'll all kick off around 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. Final thoughts, boys?
Yeah, no, good night for racing. Had some great dicing and good mix of makes in the top, but the alphas were just too strong, which we thought was going to be the case here. But Bathurst will throw up another challenge for everyone, so looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
100%. Lucas?
No, just good racing tonight, I think, from the guys. It was nice to see some battles. Good on the chat there for jumping in and staying on it. Awesome to see the guys really getting involved in talking about the race. Yeah, looking forward to community on Thursday night. That'll be fun. It usually is. Those guys there for their second to last round, I think, for their guys before we.
There you go. Troy pitted again because of the grip glitch.
There you go.
There you go.
So it's becoming a bit of an issue now, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway,
Luck
we'll figure that out.
luck of the draw, whether you get it or not.
We'd really rather not run Bathurst without pit stops, but.
Oh, don't say that.
see how we go.
Don't say that.
Can you imagine that, running all the way down with no tyre wear at Bathurst?
Don't say that. All right, so we'll leave it there for the night, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will catch you on Thursday night for the community series. So thank you very much. Oh no.